Welcome back to a brand new stream. How y'all doing? What's going on? Happy Sunday. What's up? Savannah, Emily, Adriana, KK, Afrio, Isaac, Richard. Oh wait, let me put this up a little bit. 1v1, Charlie, Dark, Gamer, Jazz. I know I wasn't streaming yesterday, but we're gonna make it up. We're gonna make it up today. Okay, we're gonna make it today. We're streaming today. Don't worry about that. But how's it going? We're gonna do like a short stream right now, and then we'll do a Roblox stream, 100% a Roblox stream later today. And yeah, it's gonna be pretty peak, pretty fire. How y'all doing though? We should be streaming for the rest of like basically, I don't know, the rest of the week. There shouldn't be anything I'm busy with. So we should be pretty good. W Ben the Lemon, yes, W Ben the Lemon. But yeah, this stream is just gonna be watching shorts until I cringe, and then we'll do Roblox after this. I got a few Roblox games I actually really want to try, so we'll do that. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Hopefully we get a new good shorts selection. You know, I've been away from shorts for a little bit, just a little bit, slightly. A little bit.
Student checked her phone during class. She received a fake picture of herself cheating, and as she looked around, she realized everyone else had received it too. Before she could explain that it was fake,
this one, right?
her boyfriend.
I think we saw this one.
This company lost, but won at the exact same time. So Norwegian Air and British Airways recently engaged in a viral bet when Norwegian Air posted this video telling British Air whoever wins they have to switch their Instagram logo for a day. Well, British Airways actually replied saying, "Don't make bets you can't win." And
Who won?
That was the coldest line by British Airways because England ended up winning and Norwegian Air held their bet and changed their profile picture to British Airways now.
That's funny. That's funny, dude.
However, this has gained Norwegian Air so much attention, and many people are saying they respect Norwegian Air so much for changing their logos to the rivals of British Airways. There is one thing though, I do feel bad for those people who have no idea what's going on, and then they check the company's Instagram and they will think they bought the completely wrong flight.
Imagine, dude. Man,
Lotto Max now.
Imagine sitting at the dinner table with your family. You reach for your drink, but your hand shakes so badly that the glass slips and shatters on the floor. The room goes silent. You try to apologize, but you can't remember how to speak. Panicking, you look at your daughter. Then your heart sinks. You have no idea who she is. You can't even remember if this is your house. As you desperately search your fading memory.
It's one of those brain conditions.
You notice
I don't know what it is, but
nobody else reacts to it. You start crying, not because you're afraid of the stranger, but because you know it isn't real. You're watching your own brain lose its grip on reality, and you're completely aware it's happening. This is Lewy body dementia, a fatal disease.
Wait, what? Lewy body dementia.
A fatal disease that can cause severe tremors, memory loss, and vivid hallucinations. One of the cruelest parts is you're just aware enough to watch yourself disappear. Imagine sitting at the...
What in the world? When the game suddenly has an entity with this mechanic. You're so cooked. You're so cooked. Just leave the game. Yeah, literally just leave the game, bro. It's not worth it. Not worth it. Bro's haircut is 75 Robux. Yeah, pretty much. Why is this actually so accurate? Why did this looks like the exact same haircut?
Back in the day,
that's crazy.
Earth's land looked like this,
Landlord, they're the
and
flow
running
state.
through it was a massive mountain range. Stretching across. But over time, the land began to pull apart, and it split this mountain range across different continents. Which is why, if you stand in Kentucky in the Appalachian Mountains, some views can look surprisingly similar to the Scottish Highlands.
It's the same thing.
During productions, some filmmakers have even used one location to fake the other, because they aren't just similar, they were once the same mountains.
Yo, wait a minute. That's cool.
If you had a lever to decide whether this person lives or the other person lives, what would you do? First up, we have my crush or the person who has a crush on me.
Low key, we gotta save the person who has a crush on me.
Well,
yeah,
my crush has to have a crush on me too, right? Because I'm married, so I'm sorry to whoever has a crush on me. You're dead. I'm so sorry. My future child or a time traveler trying to stop a global disaster. This is a
my future child. I mean, oh wait, that's a hard choice though. That is a hard choice. A global disaster though. I'm sorry, but I have to sacrifice my future child.
really hard one. I I'm sorry, the world's gonna have to burn. I'm saving my kid.
No, that's crazy. So the whole world just ends.
Most kind person in the world, or your pet. Man, if
low key, we need more kind people, bro.
I could go back in time and actually save my dog from my dad, I would have. So right now, I would pull the lever and save my pet. I'm sorry to the kindest person
I feel like a lot of these answers, though, are like, you pick them because you're selfish or something.
in the world.
You know what I mean?
The only copy of GTA 6 or the only copy of Minecraft.
Minecraft 2? What is Minecraft 2? Listen, I already got Minecraft. I don't need anything else. I'm going GTA 6.
Dude, love both of these games, but I want to play GTA 6. So see you later, Minecraft. Would you save your best friend ever or 100 strangers who are innocent?
Again, this is the thing where, like, you're picking yourself. Like, you're picking an option because of yourself. But I gotta save my best friend. I got to.
They're innocent? Does that mean my best friend did something crazy? Do they deserve to die? I'm so sorry. 100 people are gonna die because my best friend, whatever they do,
Lego,
I'm a part of.
they've,
Except for criminal stuff, I don't do that. But like, they can go jail and I'll laugh at them. Anyway, out of this list, do you agree with me or not?
100 strangers is kind of crazy though. But you know.
World's strongest.
You
A
have
girl
to
in
do
my
it.
class punched herself, dropped to the floor, and screamed that I was beating her. All because I would not let her copy my
What?
test. I realized she was trying to frame me, so I turned to walk away. But a man immediately grabbed my arm, said I was in serious trouble, and
Is that tongue Sahor? Yo, where did Tung come from? Why is he just randomly here?
called the police. I tried to explain, and I pointed at the security camera that had recorded the whole thing. He just smirked and said the footage would be perfect proof of me hitting a girl. Within seconds, a crowd formed around me.
Yo, Triple T is doing
and
side
calling me a
quests.
monster. When the police arrived, they pinned me face down on the ground. Nobody asked for my side, but everyone believed my screaming classmate. 3 minutes later, they shoved me into the back of the police car. They said
That's
they were
crazy.
taking me straight to the station and locking me up. But while they were distracted, I slipped my phone out and secretly texted my dad. At 4:57 that evening, we reached the station, and my dad was already standing there waiting. He stopped the officers and asked what was going on, but they ignored him and dragged me past him. They
I
put me
feel like
behind
that's
bars
illegal.
and said that in 2 days I would be sent to a maximum security prison.
Maximum security. Buddy, you're acting like this guy robbed a bank or something.
They would not let my dad see me,
That's
but I did not need
crazy.
him to. All I needed was the footage from that camera, and they never knew about my phone. 2 hours later, my dad came back with the actual camera footage and a lawyer. They played it, proved I never touched her, and I walked out free. And the girl who tried to frame me was sent to the gulag. A girl in my...
Crazy.
While I was at school, my mom sent me a text. Whatever you do, don't come home after school, or you'll die. It didn't make any sense. My mom was always the one reminding me to come straight home after
What?
school. I tried calling her, but her phone had already been turned off. I ignored the message and went home even
Are you stupid, bro? Don't go home.
earlier than usual.
Like,
That
bro.
was the biggest mistake of my life. I opened the front door and called out, "Hey, Mom, what's with that weird text?" Someone answered from the kitchen.
You weren't supposed to be home this early, honey.
I froze. It wasn't my mom's voice. It was a completely different woman wearing my mom's clothes and makeup. She wanted to look almost identical to her, but something felt horribly wrong. She smiled and said she'd made lunch for me. I asked,
What?
"Where's my mom?"
I am your mom.
She said with a creepy smile. I ran out of the house as fast as I could and called the police. 10 minutes later, they arrested her. She was the Mimic, a serial criminal who broke into family homes, got rid of the parents, and then impersonated the children's mother because she could never have children of her own. While I was at school...
Okay. Alright, man.
Treats are off.
When you
Alright.
crack open the giant
I guess.
egg, you might find another whole egg inside, which you can then
What?
crack open like normal. You see, this happens because an egg starts with a yolk. Once it's released, it travels through the chicken, and the egg white and shell are formed around it. But if a second yolk is released before the egg gets laid, the first egg can get sucked back up, joining the new yolk. The white and shell are added again, surrounding them both. Now, if two new yolks get released at the same time, you could end up with a double yolk egg with an extra fully formed egg inside.
How rare is that? That seems really rare.
When-
What in the world? Why is everyone sleeping? Wake up. Well, it looks like you have no insurance, so I'm gonna have to let you die. Don't make me commit a felony. I look just like McDonald's, yeah. It's me, Mario. Eat the water. Puts baby in pocket. Man, my mental state is so low that I phase through the floor. That's a nice mirror. Yeah. You need to mouth shut. I am boy. I'm sure he is, man. I'm sure he
Can
is.
Zach D Films help me get my childhood dream job? Ever since I was little, I always wanted to become a magician, but I never did. Well, thanks to Zach D Films, he uploads how-to magic videos, and I decided just to learn from those. And the first trick I saw was Zach showing how you can make a ribbon disappear and reappear with a fake thumb. So I bought myself a fake thumb and tried to do the trick, and thanks to Zach, I successfully was able to do my first magic trick.
Pretty good.
Next, I then saw a video by Zach where you could cut open a diaper and make it look like water is disappearing. And after watching this video, I then had to get a diaper and try it out for myself. And even though if somebody was to pick the right cup right now, well, there's no water in it because the diaper absorbed it all. And thanks to Zach D Films, I actually learned magic tricks. And if you guys want to
That's a good one.
watch me keep learning magic tricks, well, all you gotta do is watch this video right here. Can Zach?
Nice. Why did you change the like button to a heart? I didn't change it. How do you think I changed the like button? No, I didn't. It's not me, bro. I don't do that. I'm not able to change it.
Take the deal. Roblox gives you 1 trillion Robux, but you become the most
I'm sorry, what? 1 trillion?
hated person on Roblox.
Nah.
At first, the Robux sounds too good to pass. With 1 trillion Robux, you could buy whatever you want.
Let's be honest though, what are you really gonna do with 1 trillion Robux? Like,
not
much.
Now. Did you ever want to get an expensive hat that costed an arm? Well, you can finally buy it to flex on everyone. Do you just want to convert all your Robux to real-life money? Well, now you would become a millionaire. And with how great this sounds, you are about to take the deal until it hits you.
Emmanuel,
if you become the most hated person on Roblox, all your friends would abandon you, leaving you all alone. But even worse, in every Roblox game you join, people would try to get you banned by reporting you. Then, if you aren't careful enough, people will try to hack into your account and steal everything you have. Would you take the—
Yeah, you just get targeted. It's just, I feel like that's just not worth it. No.
I didn't practice.
I went to America's largest.
Sheriffrau.
Okay. You can't change the direction of the wind. But you can change the sail of the ship. When life doesn't go as smoothly. Change. So it does. Grayskin 30 out. Grayskin 30. With the motivational quotes, man. Legend.
The prison cells were arranged in a circle and kept brightly lit. Then they built a tower at the center with windows on every side and dropped in a single guard. The tower was kept in a shadow, hiding the guard from view. This meant he could see the prisoners, but they could not see into the tower. So they never knew when they were being watched.
Lag, David the Uncle alert.
Which kept them on edge, unable to tell if the guard had his back turned or was staring right at them. This forced hundreds of prisoners to behave at all times, even with just one guard on duty.
That's low-key kind of smart, though.
I was sitting in the passenger seat of my mom's car trying to figure out how to tell her I forgot my backpack at home. She had turned around twice this month already.
Oh my gosh, that happened to me once, bro. That's like the worst. Like, one of the worst experiences, man.
And said one more time, and I was walking. So I stayed silent and figured I would just deal with it at school. Then my mom's phone rang, and it was my little brother, screaming. He had woken up late and was still home alone, and he was crying that someone was banging on the front door. My mom went pale and flipped the car around, flooring it back toward the house. My brother whispered that a man had walked around to the back and was trying the windows now. My mom told him to run and hide, but he said every door downstairs was already locked from outside. That was when I remembered what was in the backpack I forgot. My house key was clipped to the front of that bag, sitting on the kitchen counter at home. It was the only spare, and my brother had no way to get out and no way to lock his door. I told my mom, and she threw me her phone and said keep him talking, no matter what. I told my brother to grab that backpack off the counter and take the key. He grabbed it, ran upstairs, and used the key to lock himself inside our parents' room. We heard the man reach the top of the stairs and start turning the handle right as the lock clicked. My mom skidded into the driveway and laid on the horn, and the man bolted out the back and was gone. The backpack I was too scared to admit I forgot was the only reason my brother had a key to hide behind, and I have never been so glad to have left something at home in my life.
It was a reason. Cringe, thank you for the laughing disco, man. You can't spell slaughter without laughter. You're right about that one. Do you breathe air or oxygen? Good question. Oh, I'm an eraser. I am math. Ball. I got door. Whoa. Eats frog. I don't know, man. Roblox memes are crazy.
Today could change everything. Let me explain. Many people are claiming that today is the biggest day of the entire World Cup.
Oh, yo, I watched both these matches yesterday, bro.
Since
Insane.
Norway is playing England and Argentina is playing Switzerland in the quarterfinals. And it seems like the entire world right now truly wants Norway to beat England, and I have a
Norway,
good feeling. Why is because Erling Haaland has become a
Sahara,
fan favorite.
the sub.
What's wild is, before the match, this is what he's posting on Snapchat, that his beard is finally coming through. You really can't make this up. Now, even though this could be Lionel Messi's final World Cup, it pretty much seems like the whole entire world right now, except
Alright, chat. We're getting closer to, like, the end of World Cup. Who do y'all think's gonna win?
Argentina wants Switzerland to win,
What do y'all
mainly
think?
due to the fact that many people feel like the referees are favoring Argentina. But what do you guys think? Today,
I don't
The
know.
cracker is locked
I
inside
don't
a steel chamber, which is then filled with pure
Cracker.
oxygen and lowered into a container of water. Then an electric wire ignites the food, causing it to burst into flames inside the chamber. As it burns, most of its energy is released as heat, which warms the surrounding water. And the more calories the food has, the more heat it releases, and the warmer the water gets. Scientists run it through a calculation, and it turns into the calorie number on your label. The cracker is locked.
Oh, that's how they do it? I didn't know that. Guillermo, Dave Live from Disco. POV, the whole class when your name appears in a book. Or like a movie or something? Yeah, real. Real.
Pass, but IT slowly gets worse.
Okay. Oh my gosh, that may be the best thing I've ever saw. Dude, I need that. Like now. Like I've never had it, but I need to taste that. Bowser, thank you so. Shaquille, thank you for the park the bus. Thank you. The olives are ruining it. Honestly, I don't mind the olives. I'd eat it. I'd eat it. This one's a little hard. I'm gonna have to pass on this one. I'm gonna have to pass on this one. I'm also gonna have to pass on this one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pass on that one too. Okay.
Here's how to throw through walls on mobile.
Through walls?
The victim.
Wait, what? My name is Jeff, David the Uncler.
First turn on shift lock and stand next to the wall.
So wait, this doesn't work on PC?
Now click on throw and turn off shift lock before the knife gets out of your hand. And turn on shift lock again. If your knife is in this position, you did
Emmanuel,
IT.
thank you for the soccer
now
trophy.
tap on the victim. Boom.
Enrique!
Here's how.
That seems like hacks. What in the world?
1911 just got even crazier. Part
What is he wearing?
1. Guys, we have breaking news. There's a famous painting known as the Mona Lisa that was in the Louvre Museum in Paris, France. And, well, it has been stolen.
How
and your
dare
first
they?
thoughts are probably, did I steal it? Well, no, I'm just dressed up as the Mona Lisa to show you guys what it looks like so you can be aware. And what's wild is, before the heist, the painting wasn't that famous, but now, after, it's become super popular.
Man,
and
I remember 1911 like it was yesterday.
people are waiting in line just to see the empty space on the wall where the painting was before it was stolen. Now, whoever did it was super secretive, and people are saying it could have been an inside job. But they are
Maybe.
offering a $50,000 reward if anybody can find it. So, good luck, and I doubt if it actually is found, it'll stay popular in the future.
Not
Only
gonna
time
lie,
could tell.
dads do the most random things for absolutely no reason. Early on a Saturday morning, he wakes you up claiming he just needs your help real quick. 4 hours later, you are still outside sweating and helping him build an entire backyard shed. Then out of nowhere, he lets out a sneeze so loud it shakes the walls of the house, and then goes right back to watching TV like
dude,
nothing even
$1.
happened. And then you try to turn the heat up 1 degree, and he instantly appears out of thin air to stop you. He would rather the whole family freeze than let anyone touch that thermostat. And the very next morning, he opens your door again, asking for a quick 5 minutes to fix the car. Not gonna lie.
It's crazy, bro. Xander, thank you for live for disco.
William the Wonder Kid. No, Gabe! Gabe, no!
The Roblox community will miss you, Gabe. Gabe! No! Gabe!
Gabe! Hold on, Gabe!
He's gonna make it, right?
I gotta save him. I gotta save him. I gotta save him.
Come on. Come on.
Gabe!
No, don't go. Leave the 10 New Zealand dollars.
1.5
Oh man.
These old.
This is the
Gay, bro. Xander, there's a soccer trophy.
Imagine if Roblox added exams.
Exams? You know, they might, at this point, they might as well. I would not be surprised.
You log in, and a
I
message
actually wouldn't.
immediately pops up. Exams in 3 days. Bro, what? Turns out, Roblox now has exams. If you get an A+, you get to play Roblox 24 hours a day and receive 5,000 Robux. But if you just
Right.
pass, you can only play
That's what
Roblox
we
5
do.
hours
Or
a
you
day.
give them
And
$2.
if you somehow fail, you only get to play 2 minutes a day. So now, you start studying with everyone else. Instead of role-playing in Brookhaven, players are forming study groups. Math, history, science. Bro, what are we doing? Then, 3 days later, the exam is here. It says, History Exam. You're happy, celebrating, because history is your best subject.
Right.
Until you open the exam paper and see the first question. When was natural disaster survival created?
Ooh, that was 2009.
Then the second question. Who was Roblox's
Okay.
first user? Then the
It was, I don't know. Bro, Weedos, thank you for the air travel. Thank you, thank you.
third question. Draw every Roblox logo since 2004.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to fail. So like this video,
I don't even know how to draw, bro.
if you hate exams. Bro!
I don't know
He
how to draw.
slipped off a 10th floor windowsill and was
Oh.
left hanging from the ledge as people screamed below.
Why is that baby so stupid? Why is he going out the
Two
window?
nurses saw him from the street, and one ripped off her coat to catch him. But a man rushed over, knowing one person couldn't hold it tight enough. So they stretched the coat between them like a net. Then the toddler lost his grip. He slammed into the coat so hard it tore the lining, before dropping into the snow underneath. But somehow he survived.
Oh. That's fire then. Oreo dude, they have the uncle alert. That's awesome. Bro's farming aura. Oh, is he just farming? Yeah, what is he doing? Miguel, thank you for Latin Disco. Is he gonna keep it? Where are they? I don't know what they're doing.
The officers walked me down the cement hallway,
here we go.
leading me to my execution.
Paisley, give the
One
sub.
laughed. Time
Atla,
for
give the
death
sub.
row. So are you finally ready to admit that you're guilty? I shook my head. I didn't do it. I was telling the truth, but they didn't believe me. No one ever did. They pushed open
Why
the
don't they put you on a lie detector or something?
steel door, and the officer nudged me. So, which way do you want to die? A man stood with a rifle, a vial of poison sat on a tray, and an electric chair waited in the middle. I pointed at the chair,
what?
because I just wanted it fast. They strapped me down, and I clenched my eyes shut before whispering my last words. I love you, Mama. See you on the other side. But after a few seconds,
Kylie,
nothing
thumbs up.
happened. I opened my eyes, and the officer jiggled the cables. Okay, let's try this again. He flipped the switch, and my entire body
Hey, you
went
should leave
rigid,
this
but
up.
still nothing happened. I gasped. No way. Was I going to live? The warden
James,
lost
leave the
his
air travel.
patience and jerked his head at the rifleman. Just shoot the bastard. The barrel came up and pointed straight at my chest, but the rifleman's hands started shaking. His voice cracked as his eyes filled with tears. This is a divine intervention. It proves he's innocent. I can't shoot him. An officer hauled me out of the seat and sat down in it himself. I'll prove that it's not some divine intervention BS. Turn on the switch. The switch was flipped, and the chair instantly started working. He threw himself out of the chair to stop himself from dying. He wheezed. It works. Throw him back on. But when they strapped me back in and tried to spark the chair again, it didn't work. Officers fell to their knees, and the one who'd told me to admit I was guilty was crying now, pointing at me and shouting, "The universe won't let him die. He's innocent. He was telling the truth." I wrapped my arms around the chair and screamed, "Thank God," because even though no one in my life believed I was innocent, a chair did, and in the end, that's all that mattered. The officers
W chair, man. That chair's got a lot of respect.
The timing of this is just absolutely wild. So you guys
Okay.
know how England just won against Norway in the World Cup? Well,
Yeah.
historians this week confirmed they found the long-lost skeleton of King Alfred the Great of England. And you're probably wondering, who is this and why am I telling you this? Well, Alfred the Great is known for defeating the Vikings when they tried invading England. So if this is true, and historians really did find Alfred the Great skeleton after he passed away 1,100 years ago, the timing is insane. Because
that is crazy timing.
we all know how Norway is known as the Vikings, and all of their fans wore Viking costumes at this World Cup. Well, people are now jokingly saying that this was a sign from the universe that England was certain to win.
They have the England gift.
The timing of this
Websites
Awesome.
that can change your life? Part 1.
Okay.
A sad billionaire spent his entire fortune building a time machine to fix his biggest mistake, the car crash that ended his wife. After decades of failed attempts, he finally cracked the code and managed to jump back in time 20 years. He had a plan. He parked right across from the main
Jack
street,
did the
watching
sub.
as his past self's car approached. And just as he expected, a careless semi-truck blew right through the red light. Screaming, the billionaire slammed his foot on the gas and ran straight into the semi-truck, sacrificing his own life to shield his wife. As his vision faded slowly, he smiled, knowing she was safe. But as the smoke cleared, he could finally see the remains of the accident. He hadn't hit the semi-truck. In his frantic rush, he had instead drove directly into his past car. He didn't stop the accident. He was the one who caused it. A sad billionaire spent his entire...
Yeah, that's... Okay. There's all that one person who orders this at every family dinner. You're looking at him. That's me. No, I'm kidding. No, I'd eat anything, but a good fries and chicken nuggets, you know, doesn't hurt, you know.
If you poke
here and there, Barry, take the sub.
A square hole in a piece of paper and hold it close to a wall, you'll get a square of light and a crisp shadow. But if you pull it away,
it's the Roblox
square
logo.
Will slowly turn into a circle. And this is because the sun sends out rays of light, which come from every part of its round surface. When they hit the hole and come out the other side, those same rays hit the wall in the same shape as their source, making a circle of light just like the sun. And this is why the gaps between the leaves on a tree project tiny circles onto the ground.
That makes sense, bro. That makes sense.
Bro, imagine if a grandma owned Roblox. Part 5. Now...
why is there a part 5 to this, man?
The most popular game on Roblox isn't Brookhaven or Blox Fruits. It's a game called Grandma's Storytime, with over 50 million players online.
50 million people? Okay.
Every day, at exactly 9 p.m., Grandma joins the game and tells stories, life lessons, and sometimes she even gives out free Robux to players who answer her questions correctly. So now, everyone rushes home before 9 p.m. every day just to make it to Grandma's Storytime. And ever since the game was created, Roblox has become way more peaceful. No more bullies, toxic players, because everyone listens to Grandma.
Maybe we just need Grandma's story time. Maybe that's all we need.
But then one day, a hacker appears, starts causing chaos. But he gets taken down in less than a minute. Not by the admins, but by all Roblox players working together. Why? Because it's almost 9 p.m. and nobody wants Grandma to delay story time.
Exactly.
So like this video if you love your grandma.
Captain Get Dave the sub. 35 more subs, yes.
I was at my
35 more
school's annual
subs, or 15 or 25.
Skittles guessing contest, waiting for the teacher to announce the winner. The prize was a brand new Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo Switch 2?
And I'd never wanted anything more. The teacher shouted, "We have a winner," and pointed right at me. I jumped out of my seat screaming. But before I could grab my prize, a kid named Jason snatched at the box. He'd won this contest every single year. I was only one number off. That Switch should be mine.
No, Jason. Jason, back up.
I pulled it back towards me. No way, I won it fair. His face dropped. A real winner would just give it to me, and I'll make sure you do. I didn't know what he meant by that, until he fell onto the floor crying. Jason put his hands over his face, real tears coming out.
He's doing this in front of everybody, bro?
Performing a show for everyone to see. You don't understand. My parents have cancer, and winning this was the only thing that made them happy. The whole room gasped and turned to me. Suddenly, I was the villain, but I wasn't sure if he was lying or telling the truth. "Please," he choked out. "They don't have much time left." They were so excited for me. The teacher knelt beside him and rubbed his back, then looked up at me. "Maybe you could let him have this one." For his parents, everyone was
It's a Nintendo Switch 2, and it's mine, and I'm keeping it.
Staring, waiting for my response, but my stomach twisted. If his parents were really dying, I'd be a bad person. I didn't want to be cruel. So slowly, I held out the Switch and placed it in his hands, my heart breaking. I'm sorry about your parents." Jason looked up, and suddenly the tears stopped, and he smirked. But giving him the prize was the best thing I could have done, because moments later, 2 adults walked in, beaming. Jason yelled, "Mom, Dad, I won! The Nintendo's mine!" The teacher lit up and rushed over to them, taking their hands. "You must be so proud, and I'm so sorry about your battle with cancer. I hope you both recover soon." The parents stared at him, confused.
Oh, no.
Huh? The teacher blinked. "Jason told us about how you both are ill." She put her hand on my back. "And this sweet boy gave up the prize for your son to see you happy." Jason went white. His parents turned to him. "You told people we had cancer?" The whole room realized Jason lied to get the prize, and the teacher's face hardened. "You're banned from this contest. Now give your Switch back to the real winner."
How did she not see that he was lying?
Jason's parents pushed him towards me. Jason hesitated. I smirked and said, "A real winner would just give it back to me." He dropped the Switch into my hands, his face redder than the Skittles in the jar. I was at my... I
feel like anyone with common sense can see that was, you know, not really a good performance, but okay. Rating tacos, leave the soccer trophy. That's 100 Robux so far. The next sub goal is 762,000, and we'll give away 200 Robux when we hit 762,000. Arvid, they have the soccer trophy.
The most loved YouTube Shorts creators, part
Zachy Films?
1. There are some YouTube Shorts creators who literally just have no haters at all. And one of those Shorts creators being Sambucha. I seriously have not met somebody who watches YouTube Shorts and say they did not like Sam. Next, another YouTube Shorts creator with no haters.
What, you can do at 800K? What do y'all think I should do at 800K to celebrate 800K? What do y'all think?
Law by Mike, because people are honestly thankful for all the information he gives about laws and rules, and without him, I seriously wouldn't know many of them myself. Now we have the original short-form content creator, Zach King. The fact that he makes his videos without AI is just lovable in itself, and he's one of the biggest short-form content creators of all time. Moving on, another shorts creator with zero haters is his story, mainly due to the fact of his animation stories being so good. And finally, the most loved YouTube Shorts content creator is Zach D Films.
Said it from the start, bro.
I mean, I even made a video where this man helped me become a magician. He does it all. The most...
Yeah, Zach D Films, I don't know. You can't hate on him.
Here are things that humans can't.
You just can't. Edric, they've the sub.
Destroy. So the Voyager spacecraft we launched in 1977 has broken through the heliosphere into interstellar space, traveling away from us at 35,000 miles per hour, meaning that's completely out of our reach and will outlive Earth itself. The Mariana Trench, being 7 miles deep into the ocean near the crust of Earth, has a crushing pressure that doesn't allow even our entire nuclear stockpile to affect it because of the conditions down there. Speaking of which, nuclear waste can't be completely destroyed in any way other than waiting for the half-life to complete, which in many cases for the isotopes is 24,000 years. Humans can't...
So 24, yeah, okay.
Can't destroy anything that passes the event horizon of a black hole because gravity will pull anything in at that point. We also don't have the capability to destroy the moon with our nuclear capabilities, and obviously any planet or the sun. We have
I don't think we want to destroy the moon, but you know.
No way to stop a supervolcano right now for it to explode like the Yellowstone caldera, which is set to explode in a few years. And finally, it's thought that once something has been published digitally on the internet, there's an archive for it somewhere, meaning that everything that has ever been published by you is there forever. Pretty cool.
Huh. Would you look at that?
All right. Here are things that humans...
I guess.
How to get payback on someone annoying. Now, you could just ignore what they're saying to be the bigger person if you're a loser. Instead, if the game you're playing has PvP, you could constantly target them and call them phrases to get them mad. Doing that enough will cause them to rage quit. But if you want something more permanent, there's one more method. In a game, create a dark room with a long pit to a fire. Then, push a noob NPC with your enemy's name into the pit. So once you're finished, your enemy will never play again. How to get payback.
Awesome. Yeah, that's the method. If this happens to me, unplug me, bro. I don't think that's Ronaldo.
I was just buying some snacks at the gas station when the cashier gave me a look that made my heart sink. He looked totally normal, but I knew it was him. The same guy who cut me off in traffic this morning. So I raced home. But as I walked toward my house, a random police officer turned and looked right at me. He had different clothes and was in a different location, but he had the same face. How was that possible? The mailman, my math teacher, even the doctor, they're all just the same weird stalker wearing the same skin, constantly changing outfits just to follow me. I locked myself in my room, terrified, just waiting for my dad to get home. He finally walked through the front door, smiling and shouted my name, but I immediately backed away into the corner. It's him! This is called Fragoli delusion, where your brain is convinced that everyone is the exact same person.
That's a, like, what?
And it is absolutely terrifying. I was just
that can happen, bro. Oh my gosh. Alone against the world. I guess. Oh my god. Wait, is he soloing? He's soloing. He's him, bro. That's crazy.
You want to skin? How to know if someone is a fake friend. First is the success strategy. Tell them you achieved something, like getting an A or winning a tournament. If they're happier than you are, they're probably a real friend. But if they look annoyed or jealous, that's a red flag. Next is the help strategy. Ask them for a small favor, like helping you with your homework. If they always say, "I'm busy," but expect you to help them every time, bro, that's a fake friend. Then comes the absent strategy. Don't go to school for one day. If your friend never texts you later, or asks, "Hey, are you okay?" next day.
Yeah, literally, like, if no text to you,
that means
then...
they probably don't care about you. But the ultimate strategy
is
the secret strategy. Tell them a fake secret, like you still pee your pants. Then wait for 1 week. If other people somehow know about it, Congratulations. You just found the fake friend.
Kabam, bro.
The day before my birthday, my dad knocked on my door and asked me what I wanted as my present. I thought about how I'd been dreaming of a PS5 for years.
Yeah, you're not getting a PS5, buddy.
And told him a PS5. Dad narrowed his eyes and nodded slowly, then slammed my door and went back to playing with my brother. I couldn't sleep that night as I was so excited, but when I tore open my birthday present, my smile dropped. It was a soccer ball instead of a PS5.
W soccer ball.
Why isn't it a PlayStation? But he adjusted his glasses and crossed his arms. Because I know what's better for you. A stupid console isn't a good present. I looked at the soccer ball and felt like crying because soccer wasn't even my favorite sport. I walked back to my room, and that's when my brother came in. He stared at my PS5 poster and my list of games I'd already planned to buy, then sat next to me. That's not fair what he did. I didn't
Rathu, David Live and Disco.
respond, but then he said, "Let me handle it, little brother. I got you." He walked away, and I had no idea what he meant. Months passed, and I still didn't have a PS5, and Dad kept asking why I wasn't playing with my soccer ball. But then Christmas came. I unwrapped my present expecting nothing, and was still disappointed when I saw the soccer cleats. Dad grinned. "Now you have no excuse not to play with that soccer ball." I was crushed and started to leave, but then my brother tapped my shoulder and grinned like he had a plan. He tore open his present while Dad filmed, and my jaw nearly hit the floor. A PS5 stared him in the face.
Excuse me? Y'all, I'm starting to think this dad has favorites.
His eyes glowed, and he turned to Dad. "This is exactly what I asked for." Dad wiped a tear and replied, "Anything for my boy." He stopped recording, and I felt my chest aching because how could they do this to me? "But why didn't you get me one?" I asked, almost crying. Dad stared right at me. "You don't need one." I was about to crash out, but then my brother reached out and handed me the PS5.
Crash out too.
My eyes widened, and Dad immediately shot up. "What are you doing, son? That present is yours." He tried to grab the PS5 from me, but my brother slapped his hand away. "No, it's his. He asked for it, and you got him something he doesn't even like. Then I asked and you got it immediately. I'm sick of being your favorite child." He didn't even wait for a response and turned to me. "Now let's go set it up." He held up a game from my list.
GTA 6? Yo, what?
Seen months ago. We walked to my room, my hands shaking on the PS5 box.
Claudia, they have the
day before my birthday.
Nothing. A deep-sea explorer sat in a submarine at the bottom of the ocean, waiting in fear. You see, the Earth was under attack by an alien invasion, so everyone had to do what they could to escape. But suddenly, his communications went dead. The tracking monitor that showed footage of the world above him went dark. He was devastated and alone, as he spent 3 agonizing years alone in the pitch black, accepting he was the last human alive. In his final moments, as his oxygen was running low, his radio suddenly made a noise. A voice gasped, "Is anyone there? We survived!" Overjoyed, he used his submarine's emergency booster to blast back to the surface. He broke through the water, ready to rebuild his life, only to find an army of alien battleships waiting. The broadcast wasn't a survivor. It was actually just dialogue from an alien enjoying a movie. A deep-sea
Lover, Think Life from Disco. I didn't know it was actually real. Nick is cool, David the sub. That one friend that joined just to annoy you? Pretty much.
The world is sad. Let me explain. Unfortunately, most of the world is sad right now because Norway, who were fan favorites, lost to England in the quarterfinals.
Yep. What's the remaining teams again?
Meaning the Erling Haaland memes are over, and the famous row that the Norway fans did is over as well. But still, thank you guys for all of the memories. And this was the only moment that they showed Haaland on the sidelines looking completely stressed. Also, I can't leave out that they showed the Norway coach just chucking a water bottle at the ground in the middle of the game. But nevertheless, when the USA lost, most Americans became Norway fans.
England, Spain, France, and Argentina. Out of those 4 countries, who do y'all think is going to win? Do y'all think England's going to win, Spain, France, or Argentina? Which one?
We're still sad when Norway lost as well. But now, who do you guys want to win? The world is...
Thanks for doomscrolling for me. No problem, man. No problem. Looney, David Live from Disco.
These are strange rules that schools used to have. So if you were left-handed before the 1970s, many school boards would view that as a behavioral defect that needed to be corrected. So kids would be forced to write, eat, and cut with their right hands by tying their left hand to the back of the chair. During the 1960s, the US had a collar rule which forbade boys from having hair that touched the top of their collar or else they'd be suspended. Sometimes they'd even be forced to get haircuts by the school custodians. Corporal
Yo, that's crazy.
Punishment was practiced at many schools in the mid-1900s so that they would be spanked if they misbehaved by bending over 90 degrees and getting spanked over and over again. While in the 1930s and 1940s, the US government forced kids to drink milk in school to combat malnutrition and to support dairy farmers. Ballpoint pens were actually banned from schools in the 40s and 50s because they argued that the flow made it too easy to write and would make students lazy. Eventually, though, schools lifted the ban.
How dare they? We make it too easy for them to write.
More universal. And finally, many schools today still apparently require students to ask permission to use the bathroom and have the authority to even say no. That's actually crazy when you think of it.
What if you really need to use the bathroom and you say, "Can I use the washroom?" and then they say no? You know what I mean? All the satisfying photos. Oh! Wait, what is that? Is that like... I don't know what that is. Stinky butt. They've the sub. Oh, that's not satisfying. Ooh, that one's satisfying. Ooh, look at that bun. Ooh, nice. Fanta, okay. Perfectly straight line here. Oh, right through the hole. This one's good. This one's good. Why are none of these boats working? Must be a glitch or something. Are you sure, bro? Are you sure it's a glitch or is it RC Dave the sub. Chair fall or chair fail? Why is the chair moving? Oh. Does the chair want to leave? Oh, we failed. What is going on? I can't even read the text. 7-year-old me not knowing what username to make. My dad making the most iconic username ever. Real. Facts though. What is... Alright. MJ Cheeky Monk, David the Trophy Cake.
If you walk up to this wall in all glitches in Roblox, by aligning yourself on the intersection, then shift lock, you will align your atoms to squeeze between two walls.
Whoa.
This is what's known as a flat clip, except you can't do it. Because if you set up the same layout in another game, trying to do the same thing won't work. So what's happening? Well, you could actually flat clip back then, except it's been patched. But by adding some scripts, you can re-enable it, but only for that game. So the next time you see two walls, don't try clipping through them. If you walk...
Or else you get to the back rooms and, you know, the back rooms ain't good. Backrooms ain't good.
Strip of paper into a square tube before making 3 more. Now make thinner strips for the claws, cut them into long pointed blades, and slide each one between the tubes. Then connect the back ends. So all 3 claws move together. Now connect the tubes together and add a small...
This seems like too much work, man.
Wall at the front.
I don't know.
So the claws can slide out completely. And attach rubber bands from the front to the back strip. So when you pull the claws back, the bands stretch and store energy. Then add a small paper lock and attach it to a ring so you can pull it with your finger. And once you release it, the bands snap the claws forward. Fold a strip of paper.
I mean, I guess you could do that, but I mean, it's a little bit of work, don't you think?
I woke up to my neighbor dancing on her roof, screaming that she was on fire. I ran outside.
What?
There were no flames anywhere on her. Police showed up and took her straight to a psych ward. The officer told me she was having a serious episode. Next morning, I walked past the bakery on my street and heard screaming from inside. A man was standing on the counter yelling that there were worms in his bread. Before I could call for help, a woman at a table started scratching her arms like something was crawling under her skin. Then another one. I ran home. That evening, my mom got a call from our neighbor 2 streets over. Her husband had run into the street screaming that his blood was on fire. I went to bed and couldn't sleep. At midnight, I looked out my window. 3 people were running down the road with their arms in the air screaming. I watched until my hands started itching. I looked down. My fingers were going red, then gray. I ran outside looking for help. The whole street was chaos. People on the ground, people scratching at their own skin, people screaming at things that weren't there. Then my legs gave out. I hit the ground and watched my arms go dark. I woke up in a hospital bed 3 days later. A doctor sat across from me with a folder. He said the entire neighborhood had been poisoned. He put a photograph on the table. A loaf of bread from the bakery on our street. A fungus called ergot had grown in the grain. Every person on our street, every episode, every scream, every person on the ground, all of it caused by bread. I woke up to my neighbor.
Don't ever eat bread again.
This is
the official, guys. Don't ever eat bread.
Sad story of Roblox's 1 billionth player. On March 12, 2019, a girl named Azu5573 joined Roblox. At first, she just looked like a normal player who loved making friends, playing obby games. But her account? It wasn't normal because it's the 1 billionth Roblox account ever created. So overnight, she became famous. Thousands of friend requests. people joining her in games. Everyone wanted to be her friend. But then, she suddenly disappeared, and everyone thought she quit Roblox. But turns out, she didn't. Instead, her account got hacked, because 1 month later, she returned. But she started acting way differently from how she was before. Her profile changed. She even created a creepy game, which a 9-year-old kid wouldn't be able to make. And this led to everyone believing the real Azu had lost her account.
She probably has another account, and maybe he's telling her that maybe her account got hacked, but maybe no one believes her.
So like this video if you feel bad for Azu.
You know what I mean? But yeah. Your fave J45, they've the laughing disco. Oddly satisfying photos. Ooh. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, okay. Ooh. 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 Oh, you already showed that one.
This is
your fave, David Laughing Disco. Neva. David, this Arby's new meat monster just dropped. What is that? Y'all weren't lying, bro. Arby's is doesn't look that appealing, huh? I never had Arby's before, but
when someone
I've heard it's not good.
Gambles and wins, their brain releases a chemical that feels really good. The same one that fires when eating candy. But the brain releases even more when a win feels uncertain. Because it's trying to guess when the next one might hit. The problem is, there's no real pattern to find. And a loss that feels close to a win still gives the brain a rush. Each near miss makes it feel like the win was right there. And one more try could be the one, making it really hard to walk away.
That's gambling for you guys. Don't do it. What boys are waiting for it, what men are waiting for it, what legends are waiting for it. I guess.
2026
just got even crazier.
Part 42. So it was revealed that Tom Holland DM'd Erling Haaland inviting him to dinner. Well, Erling Haaland said he didn't bother to answer because he had no idea who Tom Holland is.
Whoa! He doesn't know who Spider-Man is?
That is absolutely diabolical. Erling claimed that he doesn't watch movies much, which is why he didn't recognize Tom Holland. But bro is literally Spider-Man. Next, the coach for Switzerland on the World Cup team is going insanely viral right now because people are claiming he is the most nonchalant looking guy ever and also say he looks like he's straight out of GTA or Scarface. But I don't know why. He just reminds me of that one Turkish shooter guy from the Olympics. Tell me I'm wrong. 2026.
Yeah. I guess.
This Roblox game has a brand new problem. And somehow, it's even worse than the last one. Animal Hospital became one of Roblox's biggest games almost overnight.
Yeah.
And just like my subscribers disappear after watching one short, the normal community disappeared too. People started making really inappropriate fan art of the games.
Yeah, listen, how do you make inappropriate art of Animal Hospital, man? It's like the one game that I feel like is impossible to, but like...
Yeah. It's gotten so bad that searching the game on TikTok or X can bring up disturbing posts almost instantly. The developers even had to release a statement saying this content isn't welcome. But once a Roblox game gets this popular, stopping stuff like this is almost impossible. So, is this just what happens when a game blows up?
Itadori, they have the sub.
Or is Animal Hospital already losing control?
Screenshot of my latest subscribers.
People are low-key weird for that, though. People are, like, low-key really weird for that. Finding a clean toilet in the school bathroom? It's beautiful. Yeah. Facts.
Which of these things are more annoying? People who talk too much or people who don't talk at all?
People who don't talk at all.
Oh, it really depends. Because like some people who don't talk much are really great listeners.
But people who also talk too much would be too annoying. Like if it's too much, yeah, it could be annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna say don't talk at all.
And some people who talk too much, they just share way too much. If I were to pick, it'd probably be the person that talks too much because I just like to listen. Someone who replies to you late or someone who replies to you very dry.
I'd rather late.
This one is hard as well, but I would prefer late replies. It means that even though they're busy, they still make the time to get back to you and say what they need to say. Someone that chews loudly or someone that breathes loudly.
Ooh. I would rather have someone who chews loudly, because if you're breathing, like you're always breathing, I at least I hope so, which means that I would hear this more often than I hear you chewing. You know what I mean? So,
I recently found out that I'm a loud chewer. So I'm going to represent my other loud, annoying chewers, and I'm going to say breathing loudly is more annoying because chewing...
Why? No, it isn't. Oh, yeah, it is. It is. Yeah,
loud ain't annoying.
That's what I meant to say. Oh.
Slow walkers or fast walkers? For me,
slow walkers are so annoying.
It's slow walkers. It's especially annoying when I'm walking and someone walks in front of me, cuts me off, and then slows down as well. Like, please, read the room. Talking to someone that uses slang too much or someone who speaks too formally?
I'm gonna say someone who speaks too formally.
In our society right now, I wouldn't mind talking to someone that uses slang a lot. As long as they're not spamming 6-7, it'd be better than talking to someone who's using Old English as their punctuation. What about you? Out of this list, what do you prefer? Which of these things?
Yeah. Oh, what is that? Wait, why is that? Oh my gosh, that's so satisfying. Ooh, nice. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, wait, these are new and everything. Oh, this one's good. Ooh. Okay. Nice. Logenda.
These are things that will be extinct soon. So pennies and nickels are both expected to be gone by 2032 thanks to cashless transactions taking over and inflation rendering small coins useless. Physical house keys are set to be gone by 2035 as 60% of new builds are opting for keyless biometric entry. DVDs and Blu-rays have also plummeted around 90% since their peak and are thus expected to be completely phased out by 2030. Public anonymity is effectively gone already as the statistical probability of walking through a city undetected is approaching 0. Similarly, light pollution is expanding at 10% per year, meaning that by 2040 it will be nearly impossible to see constellation and stars in the night sky. Arabica coffee beans are predicted to be gone by 2050 because of rising temperatures drastically hindering production and making it nearly impossible to harvest them, while river sand is expected to be gone by 2050 as it's the most consumed natural resource after water. Helium is found super deep in the ground and is non-renewable, so right now we're experiencing a helium shortage, and right now by 2050 it's expected to be gone completely.
Wait, no helium by 2050?
And finally, even the Cavendish banana, which is the general yellow banana, is expected to be gone by 2040 because of a soil-borne fungus that is tearing through global plantations. Not
bro, what?
Bananas. These are things that will...
That's bananas. Sorry.
July just got even crazier, part 1.
What happened in July?
Well, guys, it's the first of the month, and this July is pretty full, because on July 4th is the 250th birthday of America, and on July 19th is the end of the World Cup. It's
July 19th, that's in about 6 or 7 days or something like that.
So quickly. Next, July is the only month where you can use the Apple Calendar emoji correctly on July 17th. Oh, and I can't...
Oh yeah, and that's in like 5 days.
I forget, July is widely considered by many people the best month for stargazing. So guys, get off those phones at night and look up. Moving on, cinemas are going to be absolutely
6, 7, yeah, alright guys, haha, very funny.
Packed in July, because we have Spider-Man Brand New Day coming out,
Spider-Man
live action coming out, The Odyssey coming out, and even a new Minions movie coming out.
I will be in theaters for the Spider-Man movie 1000%.
Yeah, this is a peak cinema. Finally, I even made a whole video about the lore of my just got even crazier phrase. You guys can watch that video right here.
Yeah. Who's gonna be watching the Spider-Man movie?
Stop
that's gonna be so peak.
Playing trash games on Roblox and instead try these 3 Roblox games.
Okay.
So first at number 3 we have Armless Detective.
This one's a really good game. I love this game.
In this game, you're an armless detective solving a bunch of different crimes.
Yes.
And how you solve them is by using gadgets that are built into your hat. And each gadget is pretty important, but you should always check the file because it tells you what things to look out for. Anyways, at number 2, we have Flee the Facility.
Flee the Facility, the OG game, man.
In this game, there's only 2 sides, the Beast and the Survivors. As a survivor, you have to hack computers in order for the doors to open.
Pretty sure everyone knows Flee the Facility.
And as the Beast, you have to simply capture survivors by bonking them and then dragging them to that thing. And lastly, at number 1, we have Splatter. This
is just a Mecha Chameleon clone.
Game is a hide-and-seek game where you have to paint your body to match whatever object you're trying to hide on. And the game is pretty fun as long as you aren't
Bye! Okay.
I was riding the elevator up to my apartment when it jolted and stopped between the 6th and 7th floor.
Okay. Chat, if I see somebody who says it, you're getting banned.
The elevator cables groaned. My heart stopped because I'm a mechanic and knew that sound. One wrong move and the cables would snap and we'd drop all the way down. I reached for my phone to call for help, but my phone was dead. But I wasn't alone. A kid was next to me. He grabbed his phone and immediately pulled it up, smiling. Chat, I'm stuck in an elevator.
Yo, what is he saying in chat, bro?
Tune in and drop a galaxy. He was live on TikTok. Kid, don't move. This thing could fall and kill us. But he wasn't listening to me. He was reading his comments.
Guys, drop a galaxy if you want to see this elevator fall with me in it. Like what?
Comments were going crazy. You won't jump. Jump and I'll send a galaxy. The kid smiled ear to ear. I won't jump. Bet. I screamed. No, don't. But before I could grab him, he jumped and the whole elevator dropped a foot with a violent screech. We both slammed against the wall. His live was gaining more viewers. I knew I had to do something, and my years as a mechanic kicked in. We were stuck between floors, so I pried the doors open to climb down to the floor below. But the second I leaned into the gap, the car slipped lower and a cable snapped above us. Now just a few cables left. The kid pointed his phone at me, laughing. Chat, this unk is trying to kill us. The comments flooded in, calling me a loser. Then the kid, trying to impress them, jumped up and grabbed the ceiling hatch. Guys, watch this. He was trying to climb it, but as he pulled himself up, the elevator dropped again. We were hanging by a thread now, seconds from falling. I was convinced my death was going to be recorded on this random kid's live. I grabbed the kid and braced for the fall. Then out of nowhere, banging above us. Fire department, hold on. They pulled us up through the hatch just as the last cable snapped and the elevator crashed to the bottom. I was on the verge of tears. How did you know we were stuck? The firefighter pointed at the kid's phone. One of his viewers saw the live, recognized the building and called us. You'd be dead if he wasn't streaming. I turned to the
Oh my gosh, dude. Oof.
The kid, expecting him to be shaken that he almost died, but instead, he said, chat, if you want more content, send a galaxy. I was writing
Send a galaxy if you want another elevator. Another elevator issue. Streamers be like,
Cool Kid 445 donated $1,000.
Yo, chat. What game should we play?
Yo, I'm that's not me, bro. That's literally not me. Prettiest girl, David the sub.
Dumbest thing you did on Roblox. It could have been falling for a scam. Now, when you were
I did that.
Younger, there's a likely chance you probably fell for those free Robux games that actually didn't give you free Robux. But what's worse is if you actually gave your account password to those games, causing your account to likely get stolen. But if you were smart, you probably realized those games were fake. However, most of you might have picked a really dumb username. Now, when you first joined Roblox, you were likely really young, and your username could have been a lot of things that you
I regret my first username. I'll just say that.
Now really regret picking. Maybe you picked something dark and edgy that meant to be cool, but instead makes you look really silly. And now you're probably stuck with it unless you pay a lot of Robux. Although at least you have display names to hide it. But the dumbest thing was saying, what's the
Bro, my first username,
Are you
I wish you could like change it and like no one could view it again, but you know, it's not how it works. Zane and Enid, thank you for the gifts.
Top or a bottom? Which is better?
Arguably, a bottom bunk is better.
Everybody likes the top bunk better, but if you need to get up to pee in the middle of the night, like I'm not trying to go down a ladder, so I'll say bottom.
Bottom.
You should always heat your food up on the top. Gets like that nice little broiling effect.
No, but it can be overcooked here, so you gotta be careful. Enid, David the laughing disco.
A burger can survive without the top bun, but it loses all of its structure without the bottoms.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So I think you need to keep that.
You need to keep the bottom for sure. Like top or bottom blanket? You definitely need the bottom blanket. Oh no, you definitely need the top blanket.
Sheets are a scam. All you need is the bottom sheet and a blanket. Maybe a
Oh, well, that's what I'm saying. You need a blanket. You can't live without the top one.
Comforter at most.
Virginia, they have the sub.
I think top floor. Less chance of getting robbed, and you don't hear the ground noise, so definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Top.
Eating pizza from the bottom is a bit weird, but it kind of makes sense. Regardless, though, pizza's on top.
Boo, they've live in disco.
I think the top
half of you is way better.
Half is better. You have arms, your head, your heart. You can live without a bottom, but not the top.
Exactly. Exactly.
And then...
I don't know what that is.
Imagine if Roblox had missions, and every time you completed one, you earned Robux.
If that was the case, Roblox would be dead in about, like, a week. Because people would abuse it. Okay.
How good would that actually be? The rules are simple. You only get 3 missions per day.
Dude,
Day 1, you log on to Roblox and check your missions. Your very first task is to earn $200 in Bloxburg to earn 25 Robux. Sounds easy enough, right? But it's about to get a whole lot crazier. Day 5, the missions are starting to get repetitive. It's the same grind every day. But hey, free Robux is free Robux. Day 25, the community finds a loophole. People start using multiple alt accounts.
Exactly what's gonna happen.
To farm missions and Robux. Then they find ways to transfer it all to their main account. Day 75. Tons of people have Robux now, which is awesome.
I feel like the system would work if the Robux could only be spent on like specific things like avatar items or something like that.
Some for the players, but there's a massive problem.
If it could not be transferred.
Nobody's actually buying Robux with real money anymore, so Roblox is losing millions of dollars. So
yeah, that's exactly what would happen.
Decide to remove the mission system forever.
Doesn't make any sense.
How long does it take to find a...
Does not make sense.
How long would you survive inside of these liquids? Mouthwash.
Mouthwash? Isn't this poisonous, I'm pretty sure? Like, you can't keep it in your mouth for too long, and it's probably like 10 hours.
Okay, whenever I use mouthwash, it stings my mouth. I can't imagine it around my entire body. And to soak in it as well, I give it around 4 or 5 days until I deteriorate.
20 hours. Okay, I was close.
Hours.
10 hours.
Okay, not even a full day, according to this data here. Tap water.
Oh, tap water's clean, right? I mean, I feel like maybe like a month.
That's pretty chill. I mean, we bathe in water. We spend a lot of time in water. I mean, we even consume water. So I'm gonna say 3 months.
3 weeks.
3 weeks
really?
only. Damn, what a way to go. Maple syrup.
What would you do in maple syrup? Like how? I guess it would be sticky. It'd just be uncomfortable. But maybe like a week. Like I don't think you would
Sweet
die.
Or sticky. I'm gonna say 1 week.
6 days. Yeah, basically
close
a week.
enough. I think by then the ants would have found my body and eaten me alive. Battery acid. Dog.
Ooh, battery acid. Probably an hour.
What the hell? This is a minute. The battery acid is gonna burn you. 20 minutes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, okay. That is 20 minutes of pure pain, though. Perfume. Okay.
Perfume. I think. Well, wait. Who bathes in perfume? Nobody. But if you were to, you just smell really nice. I feel like. But would it be poisonous? I'd give it a few hours.
I know in perfume there are some chemicals in there that should not be touching your skin. Already bad enough, but imagine soaking in it. 2 days. 16 hours. Okay, well that makes...
You'd come out like a bath bomb or something. I don't know.
Sense. Get it? Sense? Because...
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah. Okay.
Oh my Perfume God. Sense. How long would you survive?
Bro, imagine if Roblox removed private servers. You log in, and the first thing you see is... Private servers are gone. Everyone is sad, crying. But you're happy. Because now, there'll be no more players doing weird things in private servers.
Okay, but that's not an issue. Private servers are there for another reason, though. Islet, they have the red card.
Become safer. So you join a game, feeling relieved.
I would quit, bro.
The first thing you see, online daters, holding hands, calling each other babe. Huh? Then you look to the other side. A Roblox cult, chanting weird things, bowing to a giant banana. Bro, they're literally doing it in public servers now. Then one day, you decide to record a YouTube video. You usually do it in a private server, but you can't now. So you find a quiet place. You make sure nobody is around. Perfect. Then, you press record. But the moment you do it, a bunch of players suddenly come out of nowhere.
Huh? Exactly, bro. If private servers got removed, like...
They are jumping, dancing, blocking your camera,
that'd be annoying.
Asking, can I be in a YouTube video? So like this...
Yeah, get out.
Video, so Roblox never do this, bro.
How many...
Get out.
The ships enter...
What's
the
this?
ships enter a concrete chamber
Iconic.
below before steel gates close at both ends, sealing it. Then valves open and water flows in from concrete tunnels on the walls.
Wow,
and as the water level rises, it lifts the ship up. Then the front gates open and the ship moves into the next chamber, and the process repeats, raising it step by step until it's been lifted 85 feet above sea level, where it crosses a lake cut through the jungle. Then the same system runs in reverse, draining water to lower it back down, allowing the ships to pass from one ocean to the other without having to go around. The ship...
That's a good method. That's a W method, yeah.
This eager young boy spent his entire life savings at a local auction on a massive locked safe, completely convinced it was packed with some rare valuables like
to be patched with absolutely nothing.
Jewelry, gold, or money. But after it was finally delivered to his home, it was too heavy to move. And no matter what he did to the safe, it seemed impossible to open. Then suddenly, an elderly neighbor saw him struggling and offered to help. For 3 brutal weeks, they worked tirelessly in a hot summer heat, using crowbars, hammers, and flamethrowers, until the iron finally snapped open. But when the boy finally glanced inside, his heart stopped. Inside was nothing except a stack of worthless old newspapers. The boy burst out into tears, devastated that he had wasted everything he had on some junk. But the old man smiled. See, the old man had been deeply lonely for years since his wife passed away, while the boy grew up his entire life without any father figure. So while the safe didn't hold any treasure, it was the key that unlocked a lifelong friendship. This eager young boy spent his
I guess you had friendship out of it, you know? And you also lose your life savings, but you know.
Cut a stick of butter in half and poke a hole in the center if your power goes out. Then straighten out a paper clip and wrap a square of toilet paper around it. Push it in the hole and smear the top with butter. When you light it up, the paper clip keeps the wick up in the air, keeping the flame alive for longer. And as the butter keeps melting, it gets pulled up into the paper as extra fuel, giving you a candle that can last for hours.
I mean, I guess if you need a candle that badly, yeah, I guess you could do that.
A man was selling his haunted mirror for $1, warning buyers it was cursed, and whoever owned it would suffer terrible luck. It went viral. Thousands bid on it out of pure...
Why would you want to be cursed? Like...
For curiosity, driving the price to $14,000. News sites covered it. Paranormal channels made videos.
Pay to lose at this
even
point.
Claimed they saw a face in the listing photos. The winner asked if the curse was real. The seller said, "You just paid 14 grand for my bathroom mirror. You tell me who's cursed." A man was selling...
Oh. Would you look at that?
Maybe. Bro, imagine if your dad owned Roblox. You log in, and immediately
that'd be pretty good.
You receive 500 Robux. But it comes with one condition. At first, you think it's gonna be something like, finish your homework, or clean your room. But instead, the message just says, don't tell your mom. Then, you join a racing game, ready to spawn your supercar. But when you click it, a pickup truck appears instead.
Oh, no.
Then suddenly, your dad appears behind you
Coke,
and says, "This is yours now, son. Isn't she pretty? Bro, give me back my supercar." Then one day, you ask your dad for some more Robux. But he immediately says, "No! Do I look like a Robux machine to you?" Then he tells you to go back to your room. Now you're sad. You cry. But the next morning, you
technically, David Baszucki is a dad, so technically a dad does on Roblox, you know?
log in, and you see 10,000 Robux in your account.
10,000 Robux!
Then you receive a message from your dad. Don't spend it all at once. Bro, Dad is actually the nicest. He just acts tough sometimes. So like this video if you love your dad. Bro.
Yes, sir.
Place the wine bottle inside your shoe if you don't have a...
Oh my gosh, dude, what is going on? I just got jump scared from that.
Start rhythmically hitting the wall with the sole. This will allow you to open the wine bottle even without the corkscrew.
Is that tongue sore?
And the inertia of the liquid will gradually push the cork out without damaging the glass. But if this still doesn't work, just take your grandma and place the...
Dude, I got jump scared from that first, like,
wine bottle
intro.
Inside your shoe if you don't have a... Then...
Like, oh my gosh, man.
Want to take a
I gotta chill out. Bro will be moving like he's in some GTA server.
$5? Want to take the mystery box? I'll take the mystery box, bro.
Mystery box. It's a package.
I don't give a damn about that, my nigga. I want to see what's up with this box.
Okay. What do you get?
Whoa. This person is the best thing you ever did, bro.
Oh.
Hell no. Oh, whoa. Man, I appreciate this, man. I think...
Oh, no. Yeah, that's probably not a good idea, huh? I don't know what type of present that is, but alright. We have 9 parachutes. We have 9 people in 10 parachutes. The dyslexic guy trying to be a hero. Rip.
If you installed a USB port into your arm,
why would you...
and plugged your phone straight in, would it actually charge because your nerves fire electricity?
Why would you want to do that? Cash, save the uncle alert.
Well, if you measure the electricity in your skin, it's about 1,000th of a volt.
Oh, that's
and your
not
phone
enough.
needs 5 volts to charge, which is 5,000 times what your body produces. At that rate, a full charge would take 2 million years.
Light works.
But if you plugged in a watch like this instead, it would take about an hour to power it for only 1 second. If you
well, maybe just make yourself produce 5 volts. I don't know. Oddly satisfying photos. Ooh, okay, split in half. It's always the coffee, man. Always the coffee. It's always this crane too. It's always this mountain too. It's always this bottle too. Like it's always this hanger too, man. This one's nice though. This one's pretty nice. Ooh, that one's pretty nice. Bro's not enough funk at it. Who does bro think he is? What's your favorite game? Roblox? Favorite game? Roblox? Probably don't have one.
One hates this
It's
Roblox
hard to have a
player,
favorite game of
but
Roblox
it's for
now.
the most stupid reason ever. On August 2023,
Maybe Bed
Roblox
Wars.
released a new Dominus, the Dominus Azure Light, and players were happy. People were ready to buy it, saving Robux, waiting for the drop. But then they found out
Cash the
it
brick
was
card.
a one-of-one Dominus, and
They started doxing the kid, bro. Like he just imagine him just being cancer, and then you got people trying to dox you.
it was only given to a player named the Mind Gamer for beating cancer after 6 years.
Yeah.
Which was supposed to be a happy moment.
It's King, they have a
but
sub.
Roblox players started
Blurry, they have a
hating
sub.
on him. Some got jealous, others got angry, and some even went too far, trying to dox him, leak his address, all because of a hat. And that's when I realized some of the Roblox community is truly toxic. So like this video if he doesn't deserve the hate. Everyone.
Yeah. I
stole
don't
him.
think he deserves the hate, bro. There's no way.
Bike just to impress my
What?
friends. They all cheered as I rode away, but when
How is that impressing your friends?
I got home, my dad took one look at the bike and immediately got angry. He grabbed my arm and said, "Show me exactly where you got this." When we returned, an old man was desperately searching the street for his missing bike. My dad told him everything and made me apologize. I expected the old man to call the police, but instead he looked at me and asked, "Why did you steal it?" I pointed at my friends across the street and admitted that I just wanted to impress them. The old man stared at them for a few seconds, then suddenly pulled out his phone and called the police. I panicked and begged him not to have me arrested, but he told me the call wasn't about me. He had seen those same boys hanging around his house several times that week, and now he finally understood why. When the police arrived, my friends immediately ran. 2 of them were caught, and after the officers checked their phones, they discovered they had been planning to break into the old man's house that night. They had dared me to steal his bike just to see if anyone was home.
The
I thought I
official,
was
thank
stealing
the
a
sub,
bike to
Brandon,
impress
thank
my
the
friends. They were actually using me to help rob a house.
Also, what type of, like, who are you? What in the world? I want to try that. That looks fun.
I was frat flicking at my first frat party
yeah, I don't
when
know.
suddenly the front door got kicked open and cops started flooding in the house. The music cut out and everyone froze. An officer looked around at the destroyed house and screamed, "This is an illegal party with serious property damage. Who is responsible for this?" I was just the new guy trying to get into the frat, so I didn't know what to do. That's when the frat leader James whispered, "Take the blame for this and you're in the frat, guaranteed." I shook my head no.
No, who's doing
and his
that?
face hardened. He spun around and pointed at me. "Officer, it was him. He threw this whole party." My heart dropped. The cops grabbed me with disgust and dragged me toward the door while the entire party watched. Outside, the entire frat backed up James's lie. "Yeah, it was him. He hosted this party." James pointed at me, smirking. "Officer, I tried."
Yo, does this guy not know how to say no, I didn't do it? I feel like those words do not come out of this guy's mouth.
Tried to stop him, I swear, but he refused. I felt my face go red with anger. It was my
Just
word
saying you
against the
didn't
whole
do
frat,
it.
and the cops believed every word. Before I could even speak, they slapped handcuffs on my wrists. "We're contacting your school. You'll be expelled and charged for all the damages tonight." "Party's over, buddy." My stomach dropped. I was losing everything for a party I didn't even throw. Desperate, I blurted out, "It's not true. They're lying. Call the homeowners. This house has to have cameras. Please." But the second I said it, James's face went pale. Well, wait, you don't need to call them.
This
Don't
bridge.
call them, he stammered like
Gave
he was
the
hiding something. But an officer
uncle
was
alert.
already on the phone. Another officer said, too late, buddy. They'll be on their way soon. Moments later, a car pulled up and an older couple stepped out. The second James saw them, he started shaking. He scrambled, pointing at me. It was him. He threw the party, I swear. But the woman didn't even look at me. She crossed her arms and stared James down. James, this is the third time you've trashed our house. We're so tired of paying for your frat party's damages. You're a terrible son. My jaw dropped. These were his parents and his house. His dad turned to the officer. Arrest him. It's time he finally pays for what he does. The cops uncuffed me and slapped them right on James. As they dragged him to the car, I said, after party at my house? I was frat flicking at my first frat.
Crazy, bro. He's not learning anything.
These are humans who survived the impossible. So a woman named Jean Hilliard was frozen solid for 6 hours after collapsing in negative 30-degree snow, but doctors wrapped her with blankets and warmed her back up, bringing her back to normal with zero permanent damage or frostbite. A Soviet scientist was accidentally shot through the brain by a particle accelerator by absorbing 1,000 times the fatal dose of radiation, but he ended up surviving with just facial paralyzation and no mental damage. A man named Alcides Moreno fell 47 stories at 120 miles per hour, but landed at the most optimal angle to keep his brain and heart from exploding. Even crazier though is a woman who fell
no fall damage
out of a plane 10,000 feet into the Amazon rainforest and somehow survived thanks to the tree canopy slowing down her fall. A 12-year-old boy was decapitated after a horrific car crash in 2006, but on site the paramedics were able to stabilize his neck and he ended up surviving after a 6-hour surgery with his spinal cord miraculously.
How is that even possible? He just got decapitated.
Being completely undamaged. And finally, a man named Harrison O'Keen was trapped 100 feet.
Yo, Master of Knights with a $50 dono, bro. Yo, thank you. Yo, what? Yo, thank you, dude.
Under freezing, high-pressure water for 3 days without oxygen.
Yo, W Master of Knights. I appreciate the 50. Everyone
and
spam
somehow
W's in
found
the
a
chat.
small air pocket nearby, which he breathed through for 3 days until he was found by divers who were able to rescue him. That's crazy. These are huge.
This girl woke up handcuffed, only to see her mother heading to her school disguised exactly like her. For weeks, she came home with bruises covering her body, but every time her mother asked what happened, she would just deny it, then lock herself in her room. Soon she stopped going outside, barely ate, and refused to talk to anyone. So the mom made a decision. She handcuffed her daughter, disguised as her, and went to school to find out the truth. The moment
Can they not tell the difference between, like, I don't know, a 30-year-old mom and then like a 10-year-old little girl?
2 bullies stopped her, thinking she was the daughter. They attacked without
Trex, they were red card.
But they made one mistake. They didn't know her mother was a trained fighter. In seconds, both bullies were on the ground. The next day, when the actual daughter returned to school, the 2 bullies were extremely scared of her. When she realized what her mother had done, she rushed outside and hugged her. Because sometimes people don't say they're hurting, they just hope someone who cares will notice. This girl...
I guess. Bubba, they was you think you're getting close at Zach's skill? I don't know who that is, but this looks pretty good. You're far from it. What? Is this him? I didn't know there was MM2 sweats, man. I didn't know that. Alright.
A woman was driving.
I gotta hop off the game, you know?
Driving home alone at 2 a.m. when a truck started flashing its high beams behind her. She sped up. It followed. She ran a red light. It followed. Terrified, she pulled into a gas station and screamed for help. The truck driver jumped out, not running at her, but at her car. He yanked open the back door and dragged a man out from the floor. He had seen him climb in at the last stoplight.
Where did he come
his lights
from?
to warn her. The man was arrested. Later at the station, police found zip ties and a cloth soaked in chloroform on the floor of her back seat. The truck driver never got her name. He just drove away. A woman was...
What in the world?
I have not...
Carry this... What was that ad? That was an interesting ad, huh?
Roblox game is a big secret. Meet Cakeman Blood Raid 3, the creator of this awesome game, which just seems like a default game. No proper name, has no default pictures, but somehow it has over 15,000 players. So what is it? Well, when you join, the game is a stolen version of MM2, but just modded. And since it's get taken down
on Bros For You page, by the way. That was not yes, it was an ad. It was an ad. What are you talking about?
That
was an ad. And we are not going up, okay? We are not going up. Y'all are weird.
Random names so they don't get taken down. They even have a group begging the owner of MM2 not to take it down. And that's how this...
That was very much an ad. That was very much an ad, okay? And I'm not going back up. Bro, I forgot there's no water. Wait, how is he still? Wait, hold on. How is he still floating? How is he doing that?
Everyone,
stop saying go up. I'm not going.
Wants to go to this country. So everybody in the entire world is going crazy about the country of Cape Verde after they went on an insane run during the World Cup. Well, there's one thing. Before the World Cup, many people didn't even know Cape Verde existed because it's a small chain of islands.
I literally did not know it existed.
350 miles off the coast of Africa, and they only have a population of around 500,000. But now, people are looking up photos and videos of what the country looks like, and they are absolutely blown away because it looks like some tropical place straight from a movie. From this, travel searches for the country have surged 800% in the US, and people around the world are looking to go as well. They truly had a remarkable World Cup effect. Everyone wants to...
That's crazy, yo. That's
crazy. A man climbed onto our school bus with a knife, and the first thing he heard was a slow clap from the back row. Confused, he screamed at our driver, Mrs. Worley, to keep driving and not stop for anyone. A kid leaned forward. Nice ski mask. Did you cut the holes out yourself, or did your mommy help you? The whole bus laughed. He waved the knife around. Shut up and no one gets hurt. Your hand is shaking so hard I can't tell if that's a threat or a dance move. He stepped toward the kid who said it, and 20 voices started talking at once. Oh, he's walking now. Everybody watch out. He spun around, trying to find who said...
Why are we bullying the guy who has a knife, bro?
What? But insults were coming from every direction. Bro seriously hijacked a bus with no plan, no getaway car, and a Walmart knife. This is the saddest crime I've ever seen. We wouldn't let him finish a single sentence.
That's crazy.
Are you robbing us for money? All I have is an EBT card and a bus pass. He pointed his knife at Mrs. Worley, and the whole bus went silent. A kid stood up. You can threaten us all you want, but if you point that thing at Mrs. Worley again, we're gonna have a real different conversation. He laughed nervously and asked what a bunch of kids were going to do about it. A girl said, we're on the bus to the school for troubled teens.
Melissa, they
half of us are here for assault, and the other half won't say why. Mrs. Worley looked at him over her shoulder. Honey, I've watched these kids make grown men cry over smaller things than pointing a knife at me. He lowered the knife. Smart choice. She brings us donuts on Fridays. We protect what matters. His face twisted, and he shoved toward the kid with the knife raised. Mrs. Worley pulled over, stood up, and stepped between them. That's enough now. He grabbed her arm and shoved her into the dashboard. For half a second, the bus was completely silent. Then a kid came over the seats like something feral, and 3 others were right behind him. The guy didn't have time to turn.
I'm sorry. I have to point it out. Why is the robber absolutely caked up? Okay, I know, but like I just noticed it, and I don't know why he has all that.
Didn't have time to turn
it's
around
a little
before
crazy.
Someone hit him in the back of the knees, and he went down. The knife skittered under the seats, and kids were on top of him before he could reach for it. Someone had him in a headlock while someone else pinned his arms. A girl sat on his legs and went through his pockets just to add insult to injury. Mrs. Worley pressed the emergency button. I need police at my location. Tell them there's no rush. The situation is handled. The guy was crying. Please get off me. I can't breathe. A kid leaned close to his face. You should have thought about that before you touched Mrs. Worley. When the cops showed up, they found him tied to a seat with shoelaces and snot running down his face. A man climbed on...
Got owned by little kids, man.
You won't believe these people perfectly recreated Roblox sounds with instruments. Because at number 4, Bro perfectly recreated the Roblox gravity coil sound.
Rick, they live in disco. Away. That's it.
At number 3, only real Roblox players will recognize this iconic sound.
Why is his face glitching? Oh no, it's good. It's just camera glitch.
At number 2, this Roblox sound unlocked pure nostalgia.
Hey. Rick, they're laughing disco. Relaxing.
You won't believe,
man. Roblox nostalgia.
Decide. He'd been working the same junkyard conveyor for 11 years.
Rick, they live in disco. Jared, they live in disco.
Then one morning, a bag came down the line, and something inside it was moving. He stopped the belt, tore it open, and found a cat trapped at the bottom, barely breathing and completely covered in junk. He drove straight to the vet without clocking out. The vet said the wounds were deep and badly infected, and that she had about a 1% chance of making it, but they wouldn't give up on her. He sat beside her for 10 days, and on the 10th day, the vet came out and told him her condition had stabilized. He put his face in his hands and cried in a way he hadn't cried since he was a kid. He took her home, and even though the vet said she'd probably never fully trust people again, she slept on his chest every single night for the rest of her life.
Oh, real story. Oh, look at that. It's a real story. That's awesome, man.
So I was at a restaurant yesterday with my friend. We sat down, opened the menu.
Oh, we have the sub goal, by the way. Hold on. Let me mark down the Robux real quick. Hold on. That's 200 Robux we're going to give at the end of the stream. And the next goal is 763,000. And we'll give away 300 Robux at the end of the stream after that. Jared, through the Uncle Alert.
Everything looked good. Waiter came over and asked if we were ready to order. My friend said yes immediately. Then spent the next 4 minutes reading the entire menu out loud to himself. Waiter standing right there, pen in hand, just waiting. I watched this man go through every single item, asking the waiter what comes with this. What is that made of? Can you make this without onions? Waiter answered every question patiently. Then my friend closed the menu and said, actually, can you give me 1 more minute? Waiter walked away. My friend turned to me and said, I don't know what to get. Bro, you just interviewed that man for 5 minutes. He ended up ordering plain rice.
Plain rice.
In a restaurant with 40 items on the menu. Waiter brought it out, put it on the table, looked at it for a second, looked at my friend, said enjoy your meal and walked away. And I could tell from his face that he had completely given up on us. So I was at a restaurant yesterday.
Okay.
Everyone forgot about the
ditching. They were the
Roblox
disco.
game. This is Jandel, the owner of Plants vs. Brain Rots. At one point, this was the biggest game on Roblox, peaking at
Plants vs. Brain Rots was a pathetic attempt to try to get back a Still Brain Rot.
8.6 million players at once. By now, it's getting a few thousand. They even changed the name to Plants and Brain Rots, but the game keeps dying, likely due to poor updates, which is how everyone.
It was such a bad game, bro. I want to be honest, bro. Everyone was hyping up the game. These are the I did not understand it, and look, now it shows.
Funniest murder mystery Roblox moments that are literally absolute cinema. Because at number 4, I actually cried so hard because of this.
Nicholas, save this laughing disco.
This.
Samir, take the guitar. Don't forget me. R.I.P.
And at number 3, bro somehow made the impossible happen.
Oh, what? It's crazy.
And at number 2, I did not see that coming.
Oh no. Oh no.
Water I got the gun, guys.
What? Can I have it, please?
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay, I'm gonna reset. Get the gun.
No, I'm sorry. Oh, no.
These are the funny.
Yo, what was that last clip? Yo, I didn't actually think it was the murderer.
Okay, I'm gonna reset. Get the gun.
Yo.
Sorry. Oh, no.
These are.
Oh, that one was good. That one was good.
What were these YouTubers like before the fame? First up, we've got Kalis. So before posting Roblox videos, he actually had this channel named Infinite, where he'd make daily reactions.
Oh, I watched that one. I watched that one before.
Videos. But going back even earlier than that, he was just a regular college student and actually worked at a grocery store before pursuing YouTube full time. And now we have Mr. Beast. It's crazy to think that the king of YouTube was once just a random teenager just making videos in his room. And what's crazier is that before he blew up, he would actually lie to his mom about going to college, when in reality, he would instead drive to a random parking lot to edit videos for his YouTube channel. And now we have
Effycraft, David, $10, man. Shout me out. W Effycraft.
So before taking over streaming, Speed was actually just a regular kid in school living.
Is that speeding in school? Looks a little different from now.
A regular kid in school living with his mom like everyone else. But eventually, he decided to start pursuing YouTube, making gaming videos and just being himself. And today has become one of the most popular creators in the entire world. What were these YouTubers like?
Yes, sir. Also, thank you for the $10. I appreciate it.
I walked into the local high school workshop where the teacher immediately introduced me. This is Mr. Lyles. He works at NASA. He's here to help you with your rocket prototype for your live demonstration in an hour. But when I walked over to the first group, the kid packing the powder instantly sneered. Listen, man, I don't need some intern who fetches coffee telling me what to do. I crossed my arms.
No.
Sorry, kid, but the way you're jamming that powder in, you definitely need my help. I pulled over a chair and started widening the hole like you're meant to, but the second kid pushed me away. Our dad is an actual rocket engineer. He said this is how you do it. I shook my head and picked up the rocket casing, but it was thinner than a can of soda. My jaw dropped as I told them I'd watched this exact setup blow up.
Honestly, at that point, just don't help them, bro. Just let them fail.
And put a kid in the hospital. They need to thicken it. But the first kid laughed in my face. This is why you're helping kids instead of building real rockets. Our dad said that's okay. The second kid snickered.
No.
Yeah, did they fire you? He hugged the rocket to his chest and told me to go help someone else. So I did. Every other group listened to me. During the demonstrations, every group's rocket flew perfectly. But then, it was the two kids' turn. I saw the prototype and instantly shouted, "Do not light that. Your rocket will will burst, you could get hurt. But the first kid rolled his eyes and turned to the teacher. Our expert
I want to see it happen.
over here is a little scared, but trust us. We did everything just like our dad told us. They flicked their lighter to the powder, but the rocket didn't fly. They leaned in to light it again, and that's when the case split. The powder shot out and covered them both, and a loose piece of metal came flying and caught the first kid in the head. He fell and knocked his brother down to the floor with him. I stared at their broken rocket, then at them, covered in powder. You do know your dad works under me, right? If he actually told you to do this, I need to have a talk with him in the morning. I walked—
That's crazy. That's
into the—
He suddenly choked on a piece of steak, causing him to collapse. His roommate Mike called 911, and he was rushed to the hospital, still unconscious. But at the hospital, the doctors accidentally switched the roommates' identities because they sort of looked alike. This meant that they thought the man who choked was actually his roommate Mike, so they used the wrong name and medical records by mistake. Doctors put him on life support and called the family listed on Mike's records.
Why don't they take it out of him?
And Mike's sister was told her brother was brain dead. Heartbroken, she agreed to let the doctors turn off the machines. But a few days later, Mike walked into her house totally fine, and they realized she had unknowingly decided to end someone else's life, thinking it was her brother Mike.
Huh.
Police officers enter the
Firestorm, they've let him cook.
A hotel room, shocked.
Trey, give it the corgi.
A man was folded in half in the room, trying to give himself a skibbity hop. So
I don't even know anymore, bro.
At 15, a grieving boy rode an abandoned elevator after losing his best friend. When the doors opened, his sadness felt strangely lighter. At 25, after burying his wife, he returned hoping for the same comfort. Once again, the unbearable pain seemed to disappear. At 35, he visited after losing his closest friend, believing the elevator could always carry away heartbreak. It never failed. Then, at 45, after saying goodbye to his aging mother, he stepped inside one last time. The doors closed, but the grief never left. Instead, he smiled through tears because he finally realized some love was never meant to disappear. Sub if you still miss someone. At 50.
Fire.
A father locked his one-year-old daughter inside a hot car with the keys still in the ignition and called 911.
Firestorm, they're live
Police
disco.
arrived within minutes but couldn't get the door open without risking the window and the child. A group of
Just break the window.
prisoners doing community service on the roadside nearby walked over and asked if they could help. One of them took a coat hanger, bent it into a hook in about 10 seconds, and slid it through a gap at the top of the window frame. He worked it slowly and precisely toward the unlock button, while two officers stood directly behind him.
Why don't you just tell the 1-year-old to flip the unlock thing?
Watching every move. The door clicked open in under 2 minutes. The baby was lifted out safe, and the father broke down on the spot. The sheriff told reporters that he gave the prisoners full permission the moment he saw what they were doing because he recognized the skill immediately, but it was the exact same skill that had gotten every one of them arrested.
Real story. Real
father
story
locked
too. Wow. Erica, they've the sub. Adam, they've the sub. Oh, I need it now.
Bro, why are you?
Let me just rescroll. Okay, never mind. Guess that one just doesn't want to work.
This Roblox game was This
Do you
Roblox
wanna
game
work
was
now?
stolen.
Okay.
Meet JT Prater, the owner of Painting Album, which is blowing up right now. However, out of nowhere, the owners of the game switched, and the new owners were saying it wasn't hacked, but they actually stole the—
There's no hacker. This game was acquired, and the previous owners prefer to lie and cheat instead of standing by the sale, which
game
they
by hacking
retail.
the owner, and was trying to sell it on the black market for $5,000. And to make it worse, at first Roblox said they can't give the owner the game back. Eventually, it was restored though, and that's how this Roblox.
Yo.
Bro, why are y'all spamming 67?
Chat predicting 6-7. This is from 2023, by the way.
Stop spamming 67. Bro, why are y'all?
Wait, 2 years? This was before 6-7, and they were already spamming 6-7. Wait, what?
What does it feel like?
The new Japanese kid tossed his apple in the air, drew a samurai sword from his backpack, and split it into 6 pieces before it hit the tray.
Holy
Our whole
aura.
table covered their
I could probably do that.
mouths with their hands in shock. The kid caught a slice on the blade, ate it, and shrugged like he'd peeled a banana. I tapped him. Dude, how did you do that? He wiped the steel on his sleeve. My family used to be samurais. My dad taught me a few tricks. I whispered, dude, you gotta hide it from the teachers or the principal will have you expelled. He shrugged like he didn't care. And when someone threw a grape across the table, he split it midair without blinking an eye. People kept going, and someone threw
Chris,
a
take the
sandwich, which he cut into perfect triangle.
He's playing Fruit Ninja.
Slices. A potato. He slices into fries. And just as someone was about to throw a birthday cake at him, the doors banged open and Principal Collado shoved through the crowd, ripped the sword out of his hands, and held it over his head. Arts and crafts stay in the art room. The kid rose out of his seat and shook his head. Sir, this is not arts and crafts. This is a lifelong family custom. Collado laughed in his face.
Yeah.
Okay, karate boy. I've done sword fighting since before you were born. He pointed at the kid's chest. Beat me in a one-on-one fight, and you keep your little tricks.
What?
Which you will, and I will never hear about this again.
Boys,
the kid just nodded. They walked to the yard, and the entire school followed them outside. The kid unrolled a cloth from his bag and stood up with 2 wooden practice swords. He tossed one to Collado and kept the other. Collado came in swinging, wild looping cuts. Come on, dance for me, karate boy. The kid snapped his sword up, blocked it clean, and didn't swing back. Collado swung harder and harder, but the kid kept dodging it. He barked, "Stay still," and he reared back to bring his sword
Fake? You think? You think so, buddy?
Down overhead with both hands. The kid stepped in, caught the chop on his blade overhead, and cracked his own sword across Collado's wrists. The wooden sword dropped into the grass. The kid swept Collado's legs out and dropped him flat on his back, then set his blade against his collar. The yard went dead silent. The kid lifted it away and pulled Collado up by the hand. That one was a trick my dad taught me. He pulled his sword from the dirt, slid it into his bag, and shrugged like none of it mattered. And by the way, it's not Karate Boy, it's Samurai King. 400 kids lost their minds. The new Japanese...
That's cool though.
Roblox is becoming...
What is this quality?
I came home from school on my birthday and found my little sister lying dead on the kitchen floor. A pool
Excuse me? What?
of red was spreading out from under her, and she was not moving at all. I dropped my backpack and ran to her.
What a way to start a
shoulder,
YouTube
but her
short.
eyes stayed shut and her body stayed limp. I saw the back door hanging wide open, like someone had been inside our house. A floorboard creaked in the living room, and a tall shadow slid across the wall. I grabbed my phone with shaking hands and called 911. I told them my sister was hurt and a man was still inside, and they told me to stay on the line. I tried to lift her up, and my hand slipped in the red puddle, but the red did not smell like blood. It smelled sweet. That was when I noticed a single balloon tied to the chair right above
It's Pennywise.
of her head. I looked at my sister again, and the corner of her mouth was twitching, fighting a smile. Then every light in the house flicked on at once. My whole family and all my friends jumped out from behind the furniture, screaming surprise. My sister sat straight up off the floor, covered in fake blood, laughing so hard she could not breathe. A giant banner over the table said "Happy Birthday" in huge letters. Everyone was crying, laughing.
Oh.
While my heart was still pounding out of my chest. I started laughing too, until I remembered the one thing nobody else had heard. My 911 call was still connected, sitting face up on the counter. And right as everyone yelled surprise, red and blue lights started flashing through our front window. I came home from school.
That's a real surprise.
I laid in bed rewatching Aladdin for the 1000th time, but when I reached for my drink, my hands felt something other than my bottle. An old purple lamp I didn't recognize right where my Stanley was. I picked it up,
I wonder.
confused, then decided to rub it as a joke. I wish for my crush to like me back. I laughed and put it back on the shelf, then went back to watching the genie grant wishes to
Just not wondering where that lamp came from? Okay.
Aladdin. But when I walked into school next morning, my crush was standing by my locker and tossed me my favorite green apple. He pulled out a bouquet of roses from his back and asked me out. My face lit up and I immediately nodded. I got home that night on cloud 9, but then I saw the purple lamp on my desk. Something weird hit my chest, and I picked it up, thinking surely this was just a crazy coincidence. Okay, Genie, I need $10,000 to buy a new car for my mom. I rubbed the
10K? Murderer, they've the uncle
lamp slowly. That night, while changing for bed, I opened my drawer to reach for my pajamas and nearly fell. Wads of cash stared at me in the face, carefully tucked between my bottoms. I immediately closed my door and grabbed the lamp with shaking hands, staring at it in amazement. I could wish for anything. I thought hard, then took a long, deep breath. I wished for a million more wishes. I put the lamp back on the shelf and put on Aladdin for the millionth time. The next day, I sprinted home from school, executed and grinning, but the lamp was gone. I checked my whole room and found nothing. My head dropped. But that night, while rewatching Aladdin, I reached for my Stanley, and that's when I felt it, a purple lamp that wasn't there before. I laid in bed rewatching
Crazy. Crazy.
66 million years ago, just got even crazier. Part 1. So currently, I am the only human on Earth right now, surrounded by dinosaurs and giant creatures. I really don't know how I got here, but I am, and it's terrifying. And as of right now, I am in North America on the west side. But I can't go to the right because to the right of me is the Western Interior Seaway. It has cut the continent into two. I wonder if it'll dry up one day. Unfortunately for me, I live in constant fear every day due to all of the large predators in my area, like the Tyrannosaurus Rex, the Triceratops, and all of the other large predators. Because unfortunately, they love to eat humans.
Yeah, I can relate to that.
You're probably thinking right now, if that's so dangerous, why don't I just build a boat and live out in the water?
Build a boat? Roblox reference. Roblox build a boat.
Well, these creatures would be under me if I did that. Yeah, life on Earth right now is hard.
Yeah.
Bro, imagine if you woke up one day and you don't see your mom anywhere because all moms are gone. At first, you're happy because now nobody is forcing you to sleep early, telling you to clean your room, and most importantly, you can play games all day long. So for the whole day, you just play Roblox nonstop. Then when you get hungry, you eat chips,
Margarita,
instant
take
noodles,
disco.
all the stuff your mom never let you eat before. Bro, life is good. But then,
life would not
a week
be
later,
good.
Your room becomes a complete mess. You start missing home-cooked meals, and suddenly, you realize how silent the house feels without your mom. Now when you get sick, nobody checks your temperature and brings you medicine.
Objection Ninja's a good boy. Nobody objected anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
And when something good happens, there's no one to share your happiness with. So one night, you are standing alone in the empty living room, and you suddenly fall to your knees, start crying. Because only now, you realize how much your mom actually did for you, and how much you miss her now. So like this video if you love your mom. Bro!
Yeah. Oh, I don't even want to know what Creep's gonna say. I don't want to know. We can't. Hey, I'm a family-friendly channel. He's a non-family-friendly channel. You know, we can't.
Lays an egg.
Can't collide.
The catfish will come to eat it and replace it with her own egg in the process. To protect her babies, the fish will scoop them all up in her mouth, unintentionally sucking the catfish egg too. And since the catfish hatches way faster, it eats the other eggs inside before they can even hatch. Then it'll stay with the mother, who can't tell the difference and raises it like her own child. Until it's ready to swim away and repeat the cycle.
It's kind of sad, actually.
Let's talk about how to repair.
You like coffee? Dave the sub. Reach him up. Dave the sub.
So this TikTok skydiver went viral after trying out parachutes from Amazon. And well, it kind of makes you realize why all these listings don't have a single bad review. Because after he opens up the parachute, the whole thing rips apart and flies away. He's now made multiple videos of trying out almost every single listing he saw on Amazon.
What does he do?
They all end up the same way. But what's
Also, how are those even legal to, like, sell anymore
even
then?
crazier is that these parachutes are supposed to be backup options in case your main parachute doesn't work. So imagine this being your last resort. Luckily, this skydiver was smart enough to bring his own high-quality parachute, but it makes you wonder how many people didn't. So this TikTok skydiver went viral.
Dude, that's messed
For
up.
20 years, this man was his town's hero. Every time a child went missing, he was the one who found them, searching the woods for days and carrying them home safe. He had done it 11 times. Nobody was trusted with kids more than him. Then one winter, a little girl went missing, and for the first time, he didn't find her. So the police searched on their own, and their dog led them straight to a locked door behind his basement stairs. Everyone was
he's got to be the kidnapper.
sure it was a mistake. It wasn't. Behind that door was a wall of news clippings of every rescue, and notes about more children he was planning to take. He was the one taking them all along. He'd hide each child, wait, then find them and be the hero. But this time.
So wait, why are they not speaking up though? Because don't they know that he kidnapped them? So why wouldn't he? Why don't they rat on him?
Them and be the hero. But this time he hit her too well, and before he could go back, she was already gone. So does saving 11 kids make him any less of a monster for the one he lost? You decide. For 20.
Pretty much.
This scientist carried out an experiment so disturbing that it was banned to make sure no one would ever repeat it. In 1976, he took 2 healthy newborn babies and began programming them. The first child was raised like any other kid with a pet dog, but he was constantly told that spiders were the deadliest creatures on Earth, and even the smallest contact with them will end their life. The second child grew up around snakes and spiders. He played with them, fed them, but was taught that cats and dogs were the most dangerous animals in the world. He even said he'd rather live in the jungle with snakes. 20 years later, the results were shocking. The second child grew up fearless around snakes and spiders, but the sight of a tiny kitten or puppy made him panic and cry.
Brenda through laughing disco.
Just like the first child reacted to snakes and spiders. The experiment proved that all of our fears are shaped by what we're taught and experience while growing up. What's your biggest fear? This scientist carried.
Look at that. It is.
Opioid.
It is. Elijah, David the sub. Luke, David the laughing disco.
Imagine if every Roblox player owned Roblox. Like you own Roblox now.
No, that would be so bad. That would be so bad.
You think this is the best update ever? Because now we can finally add the updates we want, bringing Roblox
it's the worst
back,
update ever.
banning brain rot games. However, none of it happens because nobody can agree on anything. One guy brings chat back. 1 second later, another guy removes it again. Then you join a game, and everyone is wearing expensive hats. Because the very first thing everyone does as an owner is give themselves 1 billion Robux. But then, all the hats suddenly disappear. Because a player just released an update. Remove all Robux and items. Bro, who invited this guy? Then, people start trolling.
Ordinary Thief of the Go trophy.
Turning everyone into a banana. Changing the Roblox logo to a poop. Roblox is in literal chaos. Until one day, a popular YouTuber says, guys, let's work together. And for the first time ever, everyone starts cheering.
Yeah, you think a billion, or I don't know, there's like 8 billion Roblox users. are gonna just like come together and work together. Yeah,
players are agreeing, but then he suddenly gets banned. So like this video, if Roblox should never do this.
I don't think Roblox is gonna do that.
Halfway through my shift, someone burst through the front doors of the phone store, and a very large woman walked in. I need a new iPhone. My old one stopped working.
Oh boy, here we go.
Out of nowhere, she slammed on the counter, and when I looked at it, it was very obvious she had dropped it, or maybe even sat on it. I sighed, saying,
yeah, not out of the question.
Ma'am, you don't have a warranty. We can't give you one for free. And when I said that, she completely exploded. She immediately started screaming insults, calling me an idiot, and demanded I go get my manager. And as soon as he came out from the back, I saw his eyes go wide. She instantly started screaming at him. You people won't give me one just because I'm white. My phone worked perfectly fine until it broke out of nowhere.
Tiffany, they laughing discount.
You owe me a new one. He tried to calm her down and whispered to go grab her a new phone. I sighed and grabbed it. While I set it up for her, she kept insulting me. You're worthless. That's why you're just working a low-life job. I tried to ignore her and just gave her the phone. Would you like to purchase a warranty, ma'am? She grabbed it and yelled, no, you're not scamming me anymore. She stormed
Blueberry, they've not clear. Also, you can't just give her a free phone.
Out, and I knew I was quitting. I walked over to my manager, but just before I told him, we both froze. The woman took one step outside the store when she tripped, and we watched her giant body fall and completely crush her brand new iPhone 17 Pro Max. She grabbed it and it fell apart. She instantly ran back inside, screaming at me to get her a new one. I just looked at her. Should have got the warranty. Halfway.
Okay, I guess.
What color is home?
I guess so, man.
After all.
My daughter asked me, Mom, can we get?
Here are some facts that could actually save your life. First up, if you ever hear a random baby crying outside your house in the middle of the night, do not check on it alone. This is actually a common way people get kidnapped, where bad guys will use pre-recorded baby noises to lure you into a trap. Now, if you're ever trapped in a burning building, do not touch the doorknobs. Instead, make sure to use the back of your hand to feel them first. This allows you to tell if there's fire on the other side. If it feels hot, look for another way out. Next, if you're ever lost in the freezing cold but then suddenly start to feel extremely warm, do not remove your clothes. This is actually a sign you are dying from hypothermia, and you need to find shelter immediately. And if you are ever being chased by an alligator, run in a zigzag. Gators are incredibly fast in a straight line, but they absolutely suck at turning. Here are some facts that could actually...
There you go.
My brother texted me in the middle of the exam. I love milk. I was terrified because that was our emergency code.
What?
I raised my hand to ask to leave. The teacher came over to me.
Why is that your emergency code?
Glue your to the chair and sit there quietly. I had no choice, so I stood up and ran out of the classroom. When I left the class and pulled out my phone, I saw 3 more messages from my brother, and even without reading them, I knew the situation was very bad. As I was leaving the school, our elderly security guard grabbed my arm and shouted, "Running is not allowed in our school. You're not going anywhere until I call the principal." But I couldn't afford to waste a single second, so I pointed at the hallway and whispered, "No way! The math teacher is walking over."
Yo, David, $2. Is that a phone number?
3,660,000.
That better not be a phone number.
Short skirt you like so much. He got shy and turned to look, allowing me to yank my hand free and keep running. When I got home, my brother was lying unconscious on the floor. I tried to wake him up, but then I heard a voice behind me. "It's so sweet that you're trying to wake up your brother." I turned around and saw the principal's child with a sly smile. I yelled, "What did you do?" He silently pointed to the corner of the room where a snake was slithering. It wasn't me, it was her. I immediately picked up my poisoned brother and drove him to the hospital in my dad's car. The doctor said I was only minutes away from losing him. I was glad that my brother would be saved, so I went back home where the principal's son was still sitting on our couch eating chips. I walked over to him and somehow within a minute both his legs and arms were broken. He cried out through tears, "You'll regret what you've done." I smiled and pointed at the snake.
It is? I ain't calling you, bro. No, I'm not gonna call you. No, that's not happening. Posting David the guitar.
It wasn't me, it was her. My brother texted me in the middle of...
It's crazy though.
I walked into the campus coffee shop, spotted a beautiful girl at a corner table, and did the single most embarrassing thing I've ever done to get a stranger's attention. I sat at the next table and leaned toward her. "Hey, sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to say hi." She acted like I wasn't even there, so I tried again louder. Her friend looked over and laughed. "Violet cannot hear you. She's deaf." My whole face went hot, and I stared at the table like it could save me. "Oh, okay. Sorry to bother you." I ran out with my head down, and when I got back to my dorm, I downloaded a sign language app. I'd spent my whole first year of college keeping my head down and talking to no one, so I was going to learn her language if it was the last thing I did. I practiced signing the alphabet until my hands cramped, and my roommate laughed at me. "I can't believe you're doing all that for a girl." When I signed hello to Violet on campus the first time, my hands were so slow she signed back at half speed, grinning like she was talking to a toddler. The next week, she taught me the sign for disaster and pointed at me, and I was sure that was flirting. For the first time all year, I had somewhere to be, someone waving me over before I'd even spotted her. her. When Violet signed an invitation to her birthday party, I decided that was when I would tell her how I felt. I told my roommate my plan, and he stopped laughing for once. Just look at who she's always with before you do anything. Violet was always with the same girl, but I figured that was her best friend. She showed me a video of her little brother signing his first full sentence, and when the girl filming leaned into frame, Violet kissed the screen. I told myself she was just thankful. The whole week before the party, I practiced my sign until the sentence was perfect, and every time my roommate's words came back, I shoved them down. I'd come too far to be wrong. The party was packed with people signing in rapid.
Imagine does all of this and she already has like a boyfriend or something.
Conversations I could barely follow. I took a deep breath and started looking for Violet. I found her by the window, and my hands were steady for the first time as I signed that I'd spent 3 months learning sign language because she was the most beautiful person I'd ever seen, and I was completely in love with her. She touched my shoulder and signed 2 words very slowly so I would not miss them. I'm gay. Then she smiled and signed the word she'd taught me first. Disaster. I walked in.
Ain't no way. Well, it was a good try, man. Three months for nothing.
Control the. When I walked into the restaurant with my guide dog, I heard my date sigh from across the room. I heard him mumble the words, "Pretty girls like you always try to be disabled for more attention," as if.
What is that even supposed to mean?
Being a pretty ginger isn't enough. My eyes widened with shock. Did he really just say that? What did you just say? He laughed it off. Nothing. I convinced myself I must have misheard him because I'd never heard of someone saying something like that. The first 20 minutes were okay, until he suddenly got quiet. Are you actually blind? Because you just looked right at me. I was so taken aback that I could barely speak. Yes, I am actually blind. I just turned toward voices. Do it again. Look at my face. I turned toward his voice. I knew it. You're not blind. He laughed. I gotta hand it to you. You're good at this whole damsel in distress act.
Yo, get this guy out of here, bro. This guy's holy rage bait.
How many guys have you scammed with this little routine to get a free dinner date? I'd never been accused of this before, and I could feel my guide dog getting angry too. What? I have a real degenerative condition. He leaned closer.
Jeez.
I think you're a professional victim who bought that dog online and taught it a few tricks. I felt helpless and angry at the same time, and I had no idea if he was going to escalate to violence. The room was getting quiet as everyone listened. The only sound was my dog whimpering. Now the mutt is acting. He said the word mutt like it was a slur. Does it get a cut of your disabled profits? My hands were shaking because I felt defenseless, and no one was standing up for me. Please stop.
Sarah,
or what? You'll feel your way over and slap me? My guide dog angrily crawled over to him. Then he said, "Get this disgusting animal away from me." And I heard her yelp as his foot connected with her ribs. She pressed against my legs, trembling. I gasped and started crying. A man behind me roared, "Did you just kick her dog?" The waiter yelled, "Get out before I put you through that window." I couldn't tell what was going on, but I was relieved that someone was standing up for me. My date laughed. "Chill, it's not a real service dog." Then I heard an older woman's voice, calm and cold. "The only fake thing in this restaurant is you." I heard liquid hit him, then bread, then the crash of his chair and his shoes squeaking across wet tile toward the door. I smiled when I heard him getting kicked out and wrapped both arms around my dog. Then the waiter crouched next to me. "My shift ends in 10 minutes if you want company that isn't terrible, cutie." When I...
Whoa, okay. Gregory, Thief of the Husky.
Did you know?
Interesting.
After he died, his bones were taken and wired into a skeleton, and his daughter took it on a road trip. She brought her father's skeleton kayaking and visited the Lincoln Memorial.
Okay.
They posed for pictures in New York, and she even took it on a plane ride, something they never did when her father was alive. And at the end of their adventure, she donated his skeleton to his old high school, just like he wanted. After
Okay, I mean, I don't even know if that's legal or anything, but alright.
Playing games at 3 a.m.
Well, there's a sub.
First is the volume strategy. Always mute your game, or wear headphones, because one loud sound effect, and your parents will instantly crash into your room. Next is the peaceful game strategy. At 3 a.m., don't play horror games. Play something chill instead, because the last thing you want is to scream, or accidentally throw your phone. Then comes the escape strategy. The moment you hear footsteps, lock your phone, hide it under your pillow, pull the blanket over yourself, and pretend you're asleep. Then when your mom gets closer, breathe normally. Don't move. But the ultimate strategy is the homework strategy. Always keep your
Who's doing homework middle of the night, 3 a.m., you know, in their bed?
Finished homework right beside your bed. So if your parents catch you, you can quickly grab it and say, "I was actually doing my homework. I just got tired and played games for a bit." How to survive.
Yeah, okay. Barbara.
These are the 5 countries that printed so much.
Bro, imagine if I was your dad. This is what.
No, I'm not imagining that.
A group of friends tried to use a homeless man to make millions of dollars, but they accidentally turned him into a legend. Years ago in New York, 5 friends came up with the worst plan possible on how to earn quick money. They took out a $1 million life insurance policy on a homeless alcohol addict, then planned to help him go to the other world and collect the payout. First, they gave him an unlimited tab at a local bar, hoping he'd drink himself to the ultimatum. But after a month, he was completely fine. Then they started mixing crushed glass into his food. Somehow, he survived that too, and didn't even realize something was wrong with his food. Finally, during the middle of winter, they left him asleep in a park where temperatures dropped to minus 25 degrees Celsius. The next morning, the homeless man had nothing more than a runny nose. After every plan failed, the group was caught and sent to prison, and the homeless man became a local legend, and people started calling him Iron Mike. A group of friends tried to...
Iron Mike. I don't know how he survived all that. Maybe he's just built different.
My buddy Braden
chucked
his empty monster can at the cage and screamed, "Yo, you suck." The fighter froze mid-round. He turned, scanned the front rows, and his eyes stopped on Braden. I tried to grab him and stop him from saying anything else, but he shoved me off to give the MMA fighter the finger. I watched in horror as the fighter locked eyes with
he's about to get something.
Braden and slowly climbed out of the cage to head straight towards us. He ignored me and pointed at the lumpy ear poking out. "Yo, those cauliflower ears look delicious. You get them from a boo-boo?" A guy 2 rows back howled, laughing. The fighter crossed the floor and stopped a foot from our seats.
Are we seeing this guy's build? I don't think you want to mess with him, man. I don't think so.
Tapped the lump on his ear with one finger and leaned in close to Braden. "No, I got this from 11 years of men trying to kill me in the cage." He smiled ear to ear. Somewhere in there, I stopped feeling it. I stopped feeling pretty much anything. Braden opened his mouth to respond, and I completely tensed up, hoping with everything in me that he'd apologize. But he grinned. "So you're slow and deaf. Got it." The fighter waited for Braden to finish, then walked backwards to the cage and opened the latch. He swung it wide, held it open, and tilted his head, smiling. "You think I suck? Then get in. Show me how it's done." Braden couldn't make a sound. The fighter let a few seconds pass, then crouched and picked the empty monster can up off the floor. He crushed it flat in one fist and flicked it back over the rail. It rolled to a stop against Braden's shoe, and Braden didn't make another sound. The fighter laughed and gave Braden the finger. That's what I thought. I know a little beach when I see one. My buddy...
No, bro. I actually wanted to see him fight, dude.
Everyone
I wanted to see him fight too and
I was sitting in the back.
Bro,
in 2013.
Come on now. Can we get a
girl started petting my dog when her mom ran up shouting, "This criminal is threatening my daughter." I was just confused.
What?
But your daughter came over on her own to pet my dog. She looked at me with disgust. "You and your stupid dog will be in jail soon." Then started calling someone. I tried to leave, but she shoved me in the back and grabbed my dog's leash, yelling, "You're not going anywhere until the police arrive." Her daughter wanted to disappear out of shame. Then I got up off the ground with a smile. "Miss, do you have a husband?" She smirked. "Of course I don't." I replied immediately. "Oh, I can tell why." Her face was as red as a tomato with anger. Right then I saw her about to hit my dog, but her daughter stepped in front of her and shouted, "Don't hurt the innocent puppy." Just then, the police arrived. The woman immediately ran to him in tears, while her daughter was comforting my terrified puppy. The officer calmly asked, "What is going on here?" And she immediately shouted, "This criminal attacked me and my daughter." But he ignored her and asked the girl, "Princess, can you tell me what happened?" Through her tears, she said, "My mom pushed that man and tried to hit the dog because she doesn't have a husband." The officer looked at the woman. "Oh, I can tell why." A girl started petting my
Yeah.
This man almost lost his life because he started turning literally into a plant. One day...
Into a plant?
A 28-year-old man from the U.S.
Sapphire
woke
Wolf,
up with the
laughing
strangest
disco.
feeling he has ever felt, like something was tickling him from the inside in his lungs. At first
I thought
he
plants
ignored
can't
it,
grow
thinking
inside
it
of
was
you.
normal, but that turned out to be a huge mistake. 2 months later, the tickling turned into sharp pain, and he started coughing up with red liquid. He immediately rushed to the hospital for an x-ray, where doctors feared it was one of the largest lung tumors they'd ever seen, and said he needed emergency surgery. But what they found after opening his chest shocked everyone. It wasn't cancer at all. It turned out that during a walk in the woods about 3 months earlier, he accidentally inhaled a tiny conifer seed through his nose. The seed somehow became lodged in his lung and started growing a tree inside his body. This man almost lost his life.
A tree? Oh. Okay.
Where are these viral memes now? First up, we've got the Tenge kid.
Oh, yeah, this.
His name is Saad, and he's from a small village in Uganda. But before he blew up, he was actually extremely poor. Like he couldn't even afford school. But now, he's a worldwide superstar. And he's even recently collabed with I Show Speed. Now we have...
Hey.
This is the I'm Already Tracer girl, and her name is
I don't know who this is.
Yana. She became insanely viral on TikTok, but then randomly disappeared from social media in 2022. However, she's recently returned to social media, and this is what she looks like now. And then we've got the Skibbity Dop Dop guy.
This guy, man. Oh, yeah.
This guy totally took over the internet back in 2021 for shaking his huge belly, and somehow gained over 17 million followers on TikTok.
Barbara, they
and
post
since
it.
then, not much has changed, and he's still out here hitting his iconic emote. Where are these viral memes?
He's still him. Also, we hit the sub goal, so that means we gotta do 300 Robux to give away. The next sub goal, guys, is 764,000. So make sure you sub up, so we can get 764, and we'll give away 400 Robux if we hit that. David, let's go.
The Flamingo Jake incident?
The zoo just kind of came up to me. Go away, you're like a fly. What? Literally, what could you possibly want? Go.
I do remember this. A rock hit his window or something.
I don't know if you guys could hear that. Something really loud and heavy just hit my house.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Flamingo
That's
Jake?
so weird, bro. That's so weird. I feel like... Is that coincidence? I don't even know, man. Spade, thank you for the sub. Michael, thank you for the red card. Hater got eaten at the end. Oh. Hacker got owned, man. Does that say 16 on the weather machine? Oh
This
my
cat's
gosh.
name is Carlos, and the
What's up,
internet
Carlos?
just broke his heart. You see, Carlos understands what his owner says to him, like actually understands. So when people online started saying he was too fat
Sapphire
and needed
Wolf,
fewer treats, his owner decided to tell him every comment, every complaint straight to his face. Carlos listened to all of it. Then his owner told him something Carlos definitely wasn't ready to hear.
They're calling you fat on there. Yeah. Hey, they said I need to stop giving you treats. I know. They said you're too fat.
Carlos, you can have all the treats you want, man. Okay? I didn't say any of that.
And to not give you any treats anymore. Yeah, the comments on Instagram. How do you feel about
He's literally crying, man. He's crying.
that?
What are y'all trying to do to Carlos,
This
man?
cat's name is Carlos.
What are y'all trying to do to Carlos, bro? He's literally crying because of you guys. You guys bullied him into tears.
These are the best, funniest MM2 moments because bro snitched on the entire team.
Mercy, give this up. What is that? What was that thing in the beginning?
The entire team.
Snitch. Why should it lead me to a whole family? What is going on in there?
We have a weapon system?
Reverse card? Oh.
Go! Burrito torpedo!
How does she not... Is she invincible? Oh, what is that?
These are the...
What in the world? Cortisol level high. Oh. I guess.
After the project.
I guess, man.
These are companies that copied other companies. So Uber took their entire business model from Sidecar, which was the original ride-sharing app. Uber was originally only a luxury black car service, then added UberX to copy Sidecar's model, and
so Uber's the copy.
Became more successful. Apple was accused of copying the LG Prada when they first launched their iPhone because the LG Prada was the world's first phone with a touchscreen and buttonless face. In 2011, Snapchat invented the 24-hour disappearing story, only for that to be directly copied by Instagram in 2016, and now it's much bigger. McDonald's copied White Castle, which was the first true fast food restaurant, by taking their assembly line and kitchen concept.
I heard White Castle is not good.
Spinning it into their own brand. While Airbnb took their business model from a website called Couchsurfing, which allowed people to let travelers sleep on their spare furniture. Miller Lite is a direct copy of Gablinger's Diet Beer, which was originally invented by a chemist to give people a light beer option, but Miller rebranded it to market it better and it ended up sticking. And finally, Red Bull copied their energy drink from Krating Dang, a Thai energy drink that cured jet lag and was reintroduced into the Western market, becoming the Red Bull that we know today. Pretty cool, right?
That is pretty cool. I heard your Discord. Thank you. I appreciate that. If anyone else wants to join the Discord, it's link in the description.
Is the worst game on Roblox.
If you love her, take this out.
It should never exist. At first, you might think the worst games are brain rot games.
Right.
Like Steal a Brain Rot or Escape Tsunami for Brain Rot. But no, those are nowhere near, because the worst games on Roblox are condo games. Which sounds innocent, like a normal roleplay game. But once you join,
those are,
everything changes.
Those are pretty bad.
These games are full of inappropriate content, things that should never be on Roblox.
Much.
The worst part? Many players are kids, and they can accidentally join these games.
Roblox has banned a lot of them, though, so I'm glad Roblox has been cranking down on it.
Roblox keeps banning them, but they keep coming back. New names, new games, over and over again.
Hey, I don't know what people's obsession with this, though, is. It's kind of crazy. Some people need help, okay?
So like this video if Roblox needs to fix this.
I literally was scrolling on TikTok the other day. I saw a bunch of people in a comment section simping over some Roblox characters. I kid you not, bro. I stumbled upon this video, and there's just these tons of people sipping over Roblox characters. Like, what are we doing, man?
Steal $1 million from a 6-year-old?
Oh, 1000%.
The counter starts rising.
Go.
As soon as it hits $1 million, all the money will go to the kid. But if you press the button, you'll stop the counter and claim the money. As the number rises, your heart races. 100 grand can change your life. Wait, no. 200 grand. You stare at the button with a devious smile until you realize what the kid is wearing. A rusty shirt with dusty
Oh my gosh, bro. It's like, what? No.
holes.
Snack wiper, they're unclear.
Nothing. You look into his eyes and wonder to yourself, should I be doing this? The counter reaches
you could just take the $1 million for yourself, give the kid 100K. Like, is that so hard to do?
$500,000 and only keeps climbing.
You're
about to lose your $1 million ticket to some random kid. So you stare at the button once again and creep towards it. You're ready to press it and claim the money, but somehow you can't bring yourself to do it. You couldn't help but feel dirty. This kid needs the money a lot more than you do, and he may never have a chance to see $1 again. Are you really gonna take that from him?
No.
You've made up your mind and you couldn't.
But yeah, I would still though.
To be happier.
Esther did the sub.
I'm about to read y'all. Bro! So I showed off my alter ego and the video went absolutely crazy.
Cool.
My boy grabbed my phone and started dialing someone's number. Dude, I'm bored. Let's prank call someone. I tried to grab it back, but he'd already pressed the call button. And suddenly, our principal's voice came through the speaker. Hello? Who is this? My boy Declan grinned. We'd like to order a pizza with pepperonis and olives. I quickly covered my mouth to stop myself from laughing because if our principal found out it was us, we'd be expelled. The principal cleared his voice. This is Principal Griffin of Westchester High. I'm not a pizza man. Declan jammed a fist in his mouth to stay quiet. I forced a baby voice. We'll take extra olives, please, Griffin. Can you cut the pizza slices into squares?
How's the AI voice doing a baby impression?
Angles are scawy. Griffin slammed his fists down on his bed. Is this one of my students? I can trace this. I know exactly how to find an IP address. We froze and stared at each other with wide eyes. But Declan mouthed, he's capping, and I cleared my throat. Wait, Griffin, do you have a quish on your secretary, Abby? She's so pwetty. His voice turned serious. Hold on, I recognize your voice. You're Abby's son, aren't you? His voice went soft, dreamy. Tell her I'm tracking the IP address of this call, and I'm on my way to see her. And tell her I'll be wearing exactly what she likes. I gulped and couldn't believe he actually believed we were Abby's kids. Okay, when I hung up, Declan turned his phone and showed me an online photo of Griffin with another woman. Dude, he's married. He's having an affair with his secretary. I can't believe the rumors are true. We heard a car pull up into the driveway and immediately crept to the window. Principal Griffin climbed out in a powder blue tuxedo, a red rose clamped in his teeth, and a heart-shaped crate of chocolates balanced flat on one palm, carried exactly like a pizza box. Declan and I shoved the window open, pointing, wheezing. Sir, I yelled down, we said we wanted our pizza with pepperoni and olives, not roses and chocolates. He lowered onto one knee on the welcome mat, presenting the box to the front door. Tell your mother, he called up, beaming. Her delivery's here. He rang the bell. My boy grabbed my phone and started.
I want to know if we bagged the mom or not. I'm curious now. Digital, they've the sub.
This is a simple lie detector.
Okay.
The day before our final exam.
Interesting. Rich are the ones that didn't make it out. Hey, his teammates helped him out. Wait. Everyone's dying? It goes off someone's dead body. Bam. How did he survive that? Is that McDonald's? Where's the McDonald's come from?
There was a knock at the door. A man opened it and suddenly asked the delivery driver,
oh my gosh, I actually thought there was a knock.
How long have you been married? The confused driver replied, about 30 years. The man got excited and pulled him inside. Then he asked, if this was your house, where would you hide all your money? The driver smiled and immediately looked under the bed, where he found a stack of cash. Then he checked inside the toilet tank and found even more money wrapped in plastic.
What?
After that, he lifted a painting off the wall and money started falling to the floor. Soon, there was a huge pile of cash on the table. Just then, the man's dad walked into the room. The moment he saw all the money, he froze. He quickly checked under the table and inside his shoe, but his secret hiding spots were empty. Without saying much, he turned around and headed for the door. Where are you going? His son asked. I'm just going to buy some cigarettes, his dad replied. But didn't you quit? His mom shouted. The son followed his dad into the hallway. His dad stepped into the elevator, but instead of going down to the lobby, the elevator started going up. That's when the son realized what was happening and immediately ran upstairs. There was a knock at
Player sent off. Oh, okay. Interesting.
The boy only sprayed his dad.
Wait, hold on. There's Animal Hospital Walmart plushies. The game hasn't even been out for like... Dude, the game hasn't even been out for like a month yet, I feel like. And there's already plushies about the game. Like, what are we doing? Anthony, Dave Live and Disco. What? There's like, bro, people probably making bank off that.
This Minecraft machine.
Jeez.
Bro, imagine being the luckiest player on Roblox. Part 2.
I already am.
You sign up for a Roblox account, and suddenly, a pop-up appears. Congratulations, you are the 1 billionth Roblox player. And because of that, Roblox gives you a special reward. 100,000 Robux and a custom Dominus. Then, you join a fighting game. And somehow, every single match goes perfectly for you. Because your opponent either accidentally blow themselves up, disconnect for no reason, or just randomly fall off the map. So now, you literally have a 100% win rate, and you become the #1 player in the game, without even trying. Then one day, you get bored. So you upload a random Roblox gameplay video to YouTube. You expect it to get like 10
goes viral?
views, but in just 2 days, it hits 100 million.
Oh, of course it does, bro. Nancy David Soccer Trophy.
Bro, what? Now suddenly, you become the most popular Roblox player in the world. Everyone knows your name, and everybody wants to be your friend. So like this video to be lucky like me. Bro.
The plushies are AI? Oh, okay. Okay. I was about to say.
A man knocked on the wrong door on Christmas Eve, meant to visit his friend 2 streets over, got the address wrong. But an elderly woman answered, and her face did something strange. She said, "Oh, you came." He didn't correct her, he just said, "Yeah, I'm here." She let him in, made him sit at the table, brought out 2 plates. They ate together for 2 hours. She talked about her late husband, a trip she never took, her garden. He just listened. He came back every Christmas Eve after that, for 11 years. Never missed once.
That's awesome.
Never told her about the wrong door. Never found a reason to. After she passed, her lawyer called him. She had left him her house. The note said, "Everyone else had a reason to come. You just came." Because sometimes the wrong door opens into exactly the right place.
Dang, bro.
A man knocked on the wrong door on Christmas Eve.
Wait, that's awesome, though. I hope that's a real story.
This game takes...
I hope so. Ranking most useless inventions. To cut a bagel. I mean, if you have such a hard time cutting a bagel, yeah, maybe that's worth it. I don't know.
You spent $39 to cut up a bagel? Come with me to the kitchen. Come here, come here. Cut that boy open. It's gonna take you like 10 seconds.
10 seconds, bro.
You don't gotta go buy that expensive, girl. And bam.
Yeah, there it is, right there.
It ain't perfect, but slap your thing on there, put it together, and eat it, and you gonna be fine. Trust me.
Exactly.
You spent $25.
Whoa. Is this hold on. Is this an invention to take a pickle out of the jar? That is insane.
$25.89 to pick up a pickle? Come to the kitchen with me. Hey, let me show you something. You see this pickle bar? You see it?
Yeah.
Use your hands. They free. You've had them all your life. Look.
This guy's using his common sense, bro. All the neurons in this guy's head is working fine. Anthony, David Clapham Seal.
I'll pick up this pickle, bitch. Look at that.
Can you guys say pickle picker 3 times fast? Pickle picker, pickle picker. Yeah, no, I can't. Pickle picker.
Why would you?
Pickle picker.
Why? I don't understand, man. Hidden David Live from Disco. Okay.
Expedia.
Shake it up. A man once found a pair of mysterious glasses that showed exactly how many lies a person had told. He put them on and went to work. He looked at his boss. The number above his head was 50,000. He looked at his best friend, 12,000. He went home and looked at his girlfriend, 30,000. Disgusted by how fake the world was, he broke up with her, quit his job.
Well, to be fair, like, everybody has at least told one lie, or like, you know, like, you have to tell a lie at least one point of your life, you know?
And moved into the woods. For 40 years, he lived completely alone in a cabin. He hunted his own food, built his own fires, and never spoke to a single human being. He was proud that he had escaped a world of liars. One morning, as an old man, he looked at his reflection in the river. Above his own head, the number read 1 million. He fell to his knees in shock. How could his number be so high? He hadn't talked to anyone in 40 years. He took the glasses off, wiping the dirt from the frame. That's when he saw the small writing carved into the side.
Count how many lies you tell yourself.
A man once found a pair.
It's crazy.
Do you remember when bots took over Flamingo's Roblox server?
I do.
It's happening again.
This was so scary, bro.
Do this hack where they follow you and they start spamming it. Your behavior
Like, is that not like...
is briefly being monitored. That's not a real person.
That's so terrifying.
They're
Means
not
Live
on the
Disco.
player list. That's a fake person.
Do you remember when bots...
Like, what? Also, your behavior is briefly being monitored under the monitoring program. To opt out, please contact it. Like, that's terrifying, man. Jeez, Burj Khalifa versus GTA 6? 1.5 billion versus 2 billion. Build time is 6 years. Development time is 12 years. GTA 6 better be the best game I ever play, okay? Genuinely, it better be the best play.
1776 just got even crazier, part 1. Well, guys, we have some breaking news, because on July 4th, a nation known as the United States of America declared independence from Great Britain.
Oh, really? Is that so?
And here's a map of what the country looks like. It's always shocking seeing a new country appear. They have 13 states running all along the coastline of the Atlantic Ocean. Now, the population is around 2.5 million, and the largest city of this new country is known as Philadelphia. However, many people believe that this new country won't last too long. I guess we'll see what happens in the future.
I guess so. Lisa, thank you for the life and disco. Thank you.
Bro, imagine if a kid owned Roblox. Part 5. First thing he would do? Bring back chat for all kids. Because now, nobody can even chat with their friends anymore. And it's just sad. Then, his friend messages him, asking for Robux. Bro, of course. Not just him, he literally gives Robux to all his 1,000 friends. But now, everyone starts asking for free Robux. The whole platform is begging, so the kid owner is like, fine, and updates Roblox, so you can have 1 billion friends. Then, he literally friends every Roblox user and gives them Robux. Suddenly, Roblox crimes drop by 99%.
Oh, that'd be kind of stupid.
No scammers, no bullies, because
Jason,
everyone is rich and happy. But a month later, Roblox is broke. And just when
You
everyone
said bro
thinks
looks
Roblox
like
is
you.
shutting down,
What is that even supposed to mean?
every kid in the world steps up. They start donating their lunch money, asking their moms for money. And somehow, Roblox raises $10 billion. All because they love the new kid owner. So like this video if you want this kid to own Roblox.
Alright. Sure thing, man.
Place the stack of cash in the box. Now, when you open the lid, it actually swings in a circle, meaning the lid's edge swings into the box.
You just gotta fold the money or something, I think.
Hitting the stack of cash and stopping the lid from opening all the way. Now, if you placed coins in a round box, the curve gives it enough room to swing. So to make a square box work like this, you just have to move the hinge higher up. Then the lid's circular path shifts outward, missing the cash and opening cleanly. Place the stack.
I guess.
Clips you need to see before you die.
Whoa. Look at that.
Lightning strikes water.
Strikes water. Whoa. Wait, that is kind of cool. That's pretty.
Underwater nuclear bomb test.
Underwater 1958? Yo! That's awesome. It's kind of scary, but it's awesome. Zia, take the sub. No, wait, what? No, it's gotta be AI. That's not real. That is not real, bro. No. You're telling me we got footage like that from 1958? Holy cap. Holy cat, bro. Nom is dude. They've been unclear.
These voice chat moments are too funny. She's too cute.
It is so nice. It's like cherry. My name is Courtney. 6.
We playing this game.
MM2 is older than bro.
This would have made me quit.
Look behind you.
Bro's acting needs to be studied.
Are you a murderer? Hey, I know you're a murderer. I know you're a murderer, bro. I know you're a murderer.
What is that avatar?
Are you a murderer?
These voice chat moments are too funny.
He ended up being murdered. That's crazy.
Picking a .ca.
Y'all want me to give out the Robux?
350-pound friend Tony stormed in front of our row at the movie theater and waved his empty popcorn bucket. One of you stole popcorn from me, and I'm not sitting down until that person apologizes and buys me a refill. We all looked at each other.
I think he has enough popcorn, bro.
Other confused because none of us had touched it. So where did a full bucket of popcorn go? He made us empty our pockets, and when nothing came out, he forced us to hold up our hands. He held them directly under his nose and inhaled so hard his nostrils flared. Okay, so none of you smell like butter popcorn. He ran to the front with sweat already dripping down his forehead and faced the whole theater. But nobody's innocent until I find the—
Are we sure this guy did not eat it, bro?
Criminal. A couple hurried out, and Tony paced the aisle interrogating strangers while I slid down my seat trying to disappear. disappear. His eyes landed on a little kid hugging a full bucket of popcorn. He instantly started climbing over the seats, ready to grab it like a lion grabbing its prey. I deserve.
You just said you're covering the whole screen. Yo, what are you talking about?
I lunged for his hoodie, and a single kernel dropped out of his hood onto my armrest. I felt a light bulb ding over my head as I realized what was going on. Tony, put your bucket down, put your hands behind your back, neck up, and stretch. And the second he stretched, popcorn poured out of him, out of his hood, out of his collar, out of all of his fat folds, until a pile of popcorn surrounded his shoes. We all gasped, because nobody had touched his popcorn. The only person who'd stolen from him was his own fat rolls. Tony scooped the pile back into his bucket and sat back down. Case closed. Our 300.
I guess, bro. You look like a YouTuber I know.
Ranking.
Yeah.
I ordered a pizza at mid. Every mom has actual superpowers that shouldn't be humanly possible. You tear your room apart searching for your lost controller, checking every single drawer.
And then she just finds
you finally
it
give
in
up,
one
and
go.
all of a sudden, your mom walks in and instantly picks it up from the exact spot you just checked 10 times. Then you and your brother are in your room with the door completely shut, whispering something about mom.
I heard that.
She is an entire floor away with the door
Genuine,
closed,
like,
and she heard every
crazy
word. But the scariest part is when she
superpowers,
asks
bro.
about your math test. And right as you start lying, she just stares at you in complete silence. You instantly crack and confess the truth, realizing she already knew the real grade and was just testing you. Later, you silently reach for a cookie in the empty kitchen, and she magically teleports right behind you. Every mom has this new shutter method will make you infinite money and coins in animal hospital. This glitch will get patched soon, so listen up. First check.
Wait, when was this released? 2 hours ago.
In both of the patients on shift 1, and then go treat them both with herbs and eye drops. You should now unlock the shutters, so make sure you follow all the steps. Wait for an anomaly to show up at the check-in window, and simply check him in as if he's a normal patient. You then need to close the shutters, so that way any other patient or anomaly is rejected instantly. Then go inside the anomaly's room and start the computer scan. When you see what medicine he needs, just simply leave and do not treat him. You'll then see that every patient or anomaly walking in is instantly rejected, so you can simply AFK here for as long as you want. When you want to end the glitch, simply treat the anomaly, and he will start a ritual, which you then need to put out the candles, and once he returns to normal, you'll get your infinite animal coins and money. Anyways, make sure you like and save this.
That's the method. Hey, if you need to get infinite money or something, yeah, that's the method. YouTube genuinely replaced likes on YouTube Shorts. Same thing on Uncle. Yeah, they're trying to be like TikTok, man. They're trying to be like TikTok. I don't have the heart yet on my YouTube mobile though. Wait, let me check on YouTube Shorts mobile. Maybe I do. No, I don't. I still have the like button for me on YouTube Shorts. Well, I have it here though.
I was just
the
about
like button or the heart. Roblox wants to keep this emotes but not chat. Yeah, this emote's fine. I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait, what the heck? Who wants the gun? I do.
Okay. Dictating records. Take the sub. Teamers. Dude, oh my gosh, why does every MM2 creator promote this gambling website that does not work, bro? Like, what are we doing? I would have a lot more respect for MM2 creators if they stopped promoting these scammy websites.
This guy
man.
thought chess had become way.
I don't know.
These are 4 new tips you need to know from the recent update on Animal Hospital.
Oh, well, yeah, there's a new update. Yo, we'll play the new update in our Roblox stream.
First tip, not only can you now buy more slots to carry items, but you can also buy the new anomaly scanner tool. As you can see, this patient has horns, but on the cameras, he has normal cat ears, meaning he is an anomaly, so when you use the scanner on an anomaly, it will light up red. Tip number 2, when checking in a patient, if they have a green ticket, it means they are an anomaly. As you can see, I cured this patient, and then he turned into a skinwalker seconds later. Tip number 3, you can use a fire extinguisher to put out a patient on fire, and they won't ask for ointment, however. If they end up fainting, simply pick them up and take them to the nearest room where you can then treat them, and it'll count as 2 patients, not just 1. Tip number 4, if this guy walks in, simply check him in like any other patient, because he isn't actually violent unlike the skinwalkers. Simply treat him, and he'll start a ritual which you need to end, and he'll become a normal patient. Anyways, like and save this video because these are 4...
Coolio.
This cat just did top 2 gifts.
Two
boys accepted.
We moved into our new house and found a door behind the kitchen wall. Not a closet.
A young boy in a.
This first.
These floating.
Can we get
My best friend walked into class painted in green from head to toe, wearing purple shorts, flexing both arms at the ceiling.
Okay.
I was the first to laugh, and he turned and slammed both fists down on the desk.
I feel like I'd be more embarrassed than that he is, and I'm not even the one who's dressed like that.
Hulk doesn't want to be laughed at. Hulk is angry. The whole class flinched, and I just rolled my eyes because I thought it was some weird prank. But when he came in the next morning, he punched the door frame and screamed, "Hulk has arrived." The entire class started whispering until he sat down and flung a chair at the wall. I grabbed his shoulders. Todd, what the hell are you doing? You look insane. He shook me off. Todd gets picked on. Todd gets shoved into lockers. Hulk doesn't. It's better this way. You'll see. And at lunchtime in the cafeteria, I started to see what he was talking about. Because the kid who shoved him every day knocked his tray onto the floor. But this time, Todd spun around and was ready to fight back. He roared into his face and drove his fist through the plastic tray on the table. Hulk dares you to hurt him again. Do it! The bully completely froze, and it was the first time I'd ever seen someone be intimidated by Todd. The next day, I found him alone at the lockers, still green, still in purple. "Todd, it's me. You can stop now." He turned his head toward me, and there was nothing behind his eyes. Todd is not here. Hulk is here to stay. Down the hall, a crowd formed, pointing and laughing, but he was too numb to care anymore. My heart broke because I was the first to laugh at Todd, and now I was the only one who couldn't. My best friend walked into class.
Okay, all right. Let's give the Robux. Everybody sub up. We're gonna give well, how much Robux do you have to give away? We have to give away 300 Robux. We have to get 300 Robux away. All right, hold on. Let me click buy Robux, and then let me give out the Robux. Everyone, put your username in chat. I want to pick some random person. Hold on. I'm gonna pick a random person. Here, we'll give away. Actually, yeah, we could probably hold on. Let me just do this. Wait. What we're gonna do is we'll give away 200 Robux on stream, and we'll give 100 Robux in my Discord server, okay? So if you want to get the 100 Robux, oh, thank you for the $20, man. Yo, Rhett, thank you for the $20, bro. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Donated $19.
Marcus, thank you for the Life and Disco. Burge fam, thank you for the sub. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and this is the first person right here, I think. Yeah, that's the first one. Okay. Nice. That's 100 Robux. And let's do another one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bam. Let's do this one. Lisa Love Girl 7. All right. If you didn't get it, this one, don't worry. Again, you can join the Discord server. Link in the description, and I'll give another 100 Robux there. Or you can use this link right here. All right. We'll be streaming in about 30 to 40 minutes, and we're going to do a Roblox stream where I play Roblox with you guys. So if you all want to play Roblox, we're doing a Roblox stream very soon. It's already on the channel. You can go notify yourself for it. I'll see you guys at the Roblox stream, all right? I'll see you guys at the Roblox stream. Thanks for watching. Like I said, this is on the channel. Make sure you sub. Make sure your notifications on. Join the Discord server. I'll see you guys in like 40 minutes. Bye-bye.